early childhood education and organizational management and leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Wyoming Waste hopes that all Fremont County sports teams dismiss their opponents like Wyoming Waste dismisses your trash. They offer services from roll-off cans, commercial, and residential garbage. Wyoming Waste services Fremont County, Hot Springs County, Washakie County. They are open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Please call 307-856-5354 or stop down at the Riverton office, 730 South Broadway. Wyoming Waste wants to wish everyone in Fremont County good luck in their sports this year.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Get your popcorn ready because you're tuned in to another edition of WYO Today's live broadcast of your Riverton Wolverines football team, right here on YouTube and 93.9 KTAK, home of all Wolverine athletics. And now, here's your broadcast team for the 2023 Wolverines, Cody and Baylor Beers.
Good afternoon from Wolverine Field at Riverton High School. Cody Beers, Baylor Beers here, and this is the pregame show brought to you by Hampton Inn and Suites. We are getting ready for Wolverines playoff football. This Riverton team has not been in the playoffs for a few years, and they have not won a playoff game since 2014. They'll take on an Evanston team. First trip to the playoffs in 4 years for the Evanston Red Devils here at Wolverine Field. Kickoff tonight at 6 p.m. Baylor, it's brisk out there. It's going to be chilly tonight. First kind of cold game of the year, but a beautiful night for football here at Riverton High School.
Yeah, tonight will be reminiscent of those cold, nights in November when you're playing Mountain West football in Laramie. We're going to have kind of a kickoff right at 30, but then it's going to dip down into the mid-20s as the game goes on, and then also kind of we'll have a north wind developing, which will make it feel roughly in the teens for the wind chill. So it's definitely going to be a very cold October game tonight.
Well, neither of these teams has played a cold weather game yet. We're expecting that Riverton's going to try to run the football. We're expecting Evanston to try to run the football. There's no secrets. These teams played back in week 2. It was a 34-27 win for Evanston down in Uintah County. And in that game, it was a late drive by Evanston, which led to the 7-point win. And Riverton, they want to do something about it tonight, and they want to advance to next week's state semifinal game, which, if they win, would be played right here at Wolverine Field.
Yeah, you're looking at this Wolverine team. Starting the season, we played the 4 top dogs of the 3A, basically. The top 4 seeds from the East Conference, Star Valley, Cody, Powell, and Evanston in those games. And it really showed, we came out of that stretch 0-4. But it goes without saying how improved this team is. I did some quick calculations on our stats. Offensively, your Riverton Wolverines averaged 65.5 yards rushing in the first 4 weeks of the season. Since then, they've averaged 167 yards per game. And then also on the other side of the ball, the rush defense, which is going to matter a lot tonight. Like you said, Evanston likes to run the ball a lot. Riverton, 262 yards given up per game in the first 4 weeks, only 133 yards since then for this Wolverine defense. So it'll definitely be a different kind of opponent for the Evanston Red Devils than they saw there early in September.
Well, no doubt the Evanston Red Devils will be different. We'll have pregame interviews coming up on the pregame show, this extended version on 3A Playoff Friday night here at Wolverine Field. We'll be back with more. This is the Hampton Inn & Suites pregame show. Coming up, we'll have interviews, we'll talk to people, and we'll get ready for 3A playoff football at Wolverine Field.
Our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County School Athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit nreca.org.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Welcome back on the Hampton Inn & Suites pregame show. Cody Beers, Baylor Beers, and tails of the tape first for these coaches. Evanston coach Steve Moore comes in his first year. He's coached his team to a 4-5 record. The longtime Evanston assistant finally got the job here later on. This Evanston team, 13-26 all-time in the playoffs. They last appeared in the playoffs in 2018. It ended up in a 34-7 loss to Torrington. That's right. Torrington, coached by Mark Linhart, was the last loss in playoffs for the Evanston Red Devils. This Evanston team comes in scoring 239 points on the season. That's an average of nearly 27 points a game. They've given up 252. They've given up 28 points per game on average. Of course, as Baylor pointed out, with the yards given up and yards gained, a little bit skewed because these two teams have all played Cody, Powell, and Star Valley, the top 3 teams in the state during this season. Coach Mark Lenhart for Riverton comes in 72-56 overall in his 13th season as a head football coach. The Riverton Wolverines are averaging 25.1 points per game. That's 226 points scored in 9 games this year. They've given up 269. That's given up 29.8 points per contest. Riverton's all-time playoff record is 11-21 since 1922, and they haven't won a playoff game since 2014. The gentleman sitting to my left was on that team as a junior when Riverton went to the state semifinals in Cody. So Riverton has lost 5 playoff games in a row. They last appeared in 2020. It was a 61-38 loss over in Jackson on October 30th, 2020. So those are your tales of the tape here as Riverton and Evanston get ready to go in this pregame show and a first-round 3A playoff game tonight. It's going to be a fun one. Overall, we're expecting temperatures, as Baylor said, down into the 20s by the second half of this one. Big crowd needed here at Wolverine Field. If you're coming, bundle up because you're not a big ugly and you're not going to be sweating out there tonight. It's going to be chilly. So come up and join us tonight at Wolverine Field. The parking is a bit suspect tonight because the 1A, 2A volleyball regionals are happening at Riverton High School and at Riverton Middle School. So get here early, secure a parking spot, and get ready for a great high school football game. This is the pregame show brought to you by Hampton Inn and Suites. We'll take a break. We'll be back on KTAK.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
If your vehicle needs repair, you can depend on the crew at Extra Care Auto Repair. They can repair almost anything with wheels, gas, diesel, domestic, or import, and their work is top quality and reliable. Extra Care Auto Repair on North Federal in Riverton.
Welcome back to Hampton Inn and Suites pregame show, and Evanston and Riverton meeting here in about 25 minutes in the first round of the 3A football playoffs. These two teams know each other well. They played back in week 2 down in Evanston. It was a 34-27 win for the Red Devils, but that was a pretty inexperienced Riverton team that actually played their best football game of the season to that point. Evanston has improved. Riverton has improved for tonight's game. Here's Baylor Beers to break down that week 2 matchup.
Yeah, and if you'll remember that DeVries was also coming off of that ankle injury, so that definitely changed Riverton's offensive game plan as throughout the season. Since he's healed from that injury, he's been one of the key components of the offense. But looking at that Week 2 matchup against Evanston, like you said, it was 34-27 for the Evanston Outlaw Red Devils. Still in the baseball mindset. The Evanston Red Devils, they had 33 rushes on the ground, 259 yards rushing. They were 15 of 19 passing for 188 yards, and then all-purpose yardage, 541 all-purpose yards for their Evanston Red Devils. They did score 2 touchdowns on the ground, 3 touchdowns through the air, and they had 2 fumbles in that game. If you remember, also the Wolverines were victim to the big play to begin this season. So a few of those touchdowns were of 50-plus yards in that Week 2 matchup against Evanston that Evanston scored. For your Wolverines, on the ground in that game, they had 22 rushes for 98 yards. Through the air, 20 of 33 for 301 yards. Riverton did amass 546 total yards. We did score 3 touchdowns through the air. And then we had 1 fumble and 1 interception. So those are the stats from the Week 2 matchup between Evanston and Riverton.
Yeah, it was a game when basically Derek DeVries played mostly on one leg. He did a lot of limping around, tweaked that ankle a couple times in the game, and it was Riverton playing right down to the end and showing that they could play with heart in that game. It was in between the time when they'd played Powell and Cody, and then after the Evanston game, they had to make a trip to Star Valley. So a lot of things going on. It was a brutal preseason schedule for the Riverton Wolverines. Hey, we've got more coming up on the pregame show. They're out. They're doing the instructions from the official and the coin flip right now, but we'll be back. We'll talk to Evanston broadcaster Elon Olaf, and Elon, good friend, and does a great job down there for the Red Devils. He talked about some of the same things we are, that the massive amount of improvement that both teams are making. Then we'll, of course, have our pregame visit with Riverton coach Mark Linhart. This is the pregame show brought to you by Hampton Inn and Suites.
You don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
When you purchase your car, do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably no. Oftentimes, your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Papa Murphy's is proud to sponsor this week's Player of the Game. For a limited time, enjoy a Papa Murphy's barbecue chicken pizza made with KC Masterpiece barbecue sauce. After the game or anytime, you can't beat the fresh ingredients and authentic flavor of a Papa Murphy's Take and Bake pizza. And you know it's baked right every time because you baked it yourself. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton. Drop in or order online at papamurphys.com. Go Wolverines!
Welcome back to Wolverine Field here on a Friday night. We're going to get ready and play the pregame interview with Elon Olaf, the play-by-play guy for the Evanston Red Devils. Elon does a great job. I had the opportunity and the privilege to call State Legion baseball with Elon up in Sheridan. We had a great time, and now we're going to be against each other. We're going to, as we left off, we said, well, we'll tap you on the back after the game, and depending on who wins, and then we'll see each other again come basketball season. So here's Elon Olaf, the play-by-play guy, with his view of this game coming up between Riverton and Evanston in about 20 minutes. All right, Cody Beers here with Elon Olaf, and Elon, we didn't think we'd be here in week 2, but we talked about it, and here we are.
Yeah, absolutely. That matchup in week 2 between the Red Devils and the Wolverines was a great game. Knew we had the potential to have this again, but you look at the bracket, I think, Cody, we're going to be witness to probably the best game of round 1 in the 3A playoffs.
Yeah, one of the Wild Preps games of the week, and they talked to both coaches, and I know both coaches are expecting it to go right down to the wire.
Yeah, I mean, if you remember, that week 2 matchup went pretty much right down to the last play. It was a fourth down for Riverton, couldn't convert it, and it allowed Evanston just kind of kneel out the clock. Yeah, I'm excited for this game. I know both teams are very different from where we were back in week 2, so it's going to be a great matchup.
Well, you guys just spent the conference season going through what Riverton went through in the non-conference season, and boy, that those top 3 teams in the West Side it's a juggernaut.
They really are. I mean, I think Powell kind of surprised a lot of people this year, but they have so much coming back and just so much great all-state potential and all-state returners. Star Valley, I mean, they're the reigning state champions. They're going to be number 1 until someone knocks them off, and nobody's knocked them off yet. And then you can never count out Cody. They're a new look Bronx team, but they're in that reloading stage, and I'm sure they're going to be right back at the top in no time at all.
Well, winner of this game probably gets Cody, but I know Cody had to have been not very pleased that they drew a Douglas team that has been cantankerous through the years, has done a good job in the postseason. So they'll get more of a matchup in week 1 of the playoffs than I think they probably thought they'd get.
Yeah, they're used to being that number 1 seed, and now Star Valley is going to be number 1. The seats kind of flipped. Last year, Star Valley was number 2 and had a little bit tougher of a bracket. And now they've got that number 1 spot since they've just been kind of rolling off of that state championship.
Elon, tell us about your quarterback. It's not very often you have a quarterback and a middle linebacker. I mean, he's had a great season. Has he managed to stay relatively healthy?
Actually, yeah, we've not had really hardly, if any, issues health-wise with him or with any of our other big starters. Cohen Morrow, the quarterback, he's one of those guys that I think would play and start for pretty much any team in the state, especially at that middle linebacker position. But one thing that's really come a long way is his passing game. We're starting to see him start to really get comfortable airing it out and knowing when he's got time to kind of scramble and when he can just kind of take off downfield.
Well, it's going to be chilly tonight. Have you guys had any cold weather games this year?
No, I think this is the first one where it's kind of been really chilly. Star Valley, it kind of rained on us a little bit over in Afton. But this is kind of feeling like the first real fall game that we've seen this year.
Well, it should be a lot of fun. We'll pat each other on the back after the game and say see you in basketball to one of us, huh?
Absolutely. Cannot wait. This is going to be a great one.
All right, Elon. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
That was Evanston broadcaster Elon Olaf, and appreciate his words and kind of gives a unique view looking ahead as broadcasters. We get to see these teams compete in games over the course of a season. And, Baylor, we've seen the growth of the Riverton Wolverines throughout this season. It's just been outstanding.
Absolutely. We couldn't stress it enough at the beginning of the season just how much growth there would be, especially with a new system and, a new coach. I mean, Mark Linhart was coaching both the offense and the defense at the same time, which is pretty nuts in my opinion. That's a lot of strategy to think over as a coach. But certainly, for this Wolverine team, a lot of improvement. I went over those rushing stats earlier, but I mean, you can see it across the board. Just this offense is working so much more cohesively. The defense is not missing assignments. We've seen, kind of a drop in the big play against the Wolverine defense. So it's definitely been a great year and a very inspired effort from this Wolverine team.
Other playoff games going on around the county tonight. Currently Wind River hosting Lusk out in Pavilion tonight, and Du Bois tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? They take on KC on the road. It's tonight.
It actually was this afternoon, and Du Bois won that game against KC, 59-32.
Big win for the Du Bois Rams, and congratulations to the Du Bois Rams. We've got a helicopter bringing in the game ball here from Life Flight here in Riverton. That's something unique as they come down and land right in the middle of the field tonight. So that's pretty cool stuff. You can hear that in the background. And we're going to take a break. We'll be back here on the pregame show as we talk to Riverton coach Mark Linhart. Linhart taking the Riverton Wolverines back to the playoffs in 2023 after a break on KTAK 93.9.
Wants to help but not sure where to go? Wyoming Senior Citizen Inc. is looking for caregivers across the state. Call 307-856-6880 to find out more information. They would like to wish all Fremont County athletes good luck this year.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians. Wear light clothing. Walk on a pathway instead of the road.
Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone.
Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stands.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Welcome back to the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show. Cody Beers, Baylor Beers, and had a chance to catch up with Riverton coach Mark Linhart as the helicopter lifts off after delivering the game ball here at the site of the first round 3A playoffs between Riverton and Evanston. And, I said, Coach, it's cold tonight. And he'll start things off talking about the cold weather on a Friday, nearly Halloween. Hey, here's Riverton coach Mark Linhart. All right, we're here pregame with Coach Mark Linhart. Coach got a stocking cap on. It could get a little chilly tonight.
Yeah, it feels like we're out in the Midwest, like some humid cold going on. But it's playoff football, man, in Wyoming. We've really kind of been fortunate and blessed to have the weather we've had so far. Surprised we haven't really had a colder game yet. So it'll be interesting to see how it impacts the game. I think it will, because it didn't really get cold till yesterday. Wednesday was a little chilly out here at practice, but didn't get cold till yesterday. So it'll be interesting to see how both teams kind of deal with the change in the weather and the elements.
So how's things been going? I know you second time looking at a team. You have a lot of things to look at, I'm sure. And they have a lot of things to look at about Riverton.
Yeah, I mean, that's all kind of neither here nor there. I think people make too much of a deal maybe about the X's and O's, and it's going to come down to the players on the field, and their personnel is really, really good. And it's one of those games where if it turns into a track meet, we don't have a chance because they got more speed than we do. We got to be able to turn this thing into a physical brawl and play between the hash marks and get after it a little bit and then take our shots when we get a chance. And that might kind of sound odd, but, you couple the weather and with, how the way that we think they're going to play us, we're going to come out with a little bit of an approach to try and get after it, running the football and be ultra aggressive.
Well, the last time an Evanston team lost a playoff game, it was to Torrington, coached by Mark Linhart. So I know that's in your mind, but they probably don't even remember that.
I honestly remember it, but I did not know that to be true. So you're the first person to tell me that. So hopefully we can make it happen again. But, a similar situation. I think it's a 1 seed versus a 4 seed. And, I have a tremendous amount of respect for Coach Moore and the job that their staff has done. I think when you look at our team and their team, these are two of the most improved teams in the state this year from a year ago. And so, this is great for our kids, great for our community, and our boys deserve it because they've played well and had a good year. And now we just need to go out and play. We've had a good week of preparation. Everybody's worked their hardest, from the coaches to the kids, and now it's just time to go out and try and earn the fruits of that labor.
The thing we've heard all week around the state is that, it's just been a huge one-year turnaround. I know you're not looking at it that way from Riverton's perspective. You're looking at it as year one of many. How are the kids looking at this game?
Oh, I think it's normal to think, there's no one on this roster who's played in a playoff football game, unless someone played as a freshman. So, a few years ago in Jackson where they were heavy favorites. So I'm sure there'll be a little bit of nerves, but I think the biggest part for our kids is we tried to tell them, being nervous and uneasy and having anxiety is for the unprepared. And we've gone out of our way to try to make sure that we're ultra prepared this week, and hopefully they can just simplify that and then get out there and play football, because at the end of the day, it's going to come down to throwing, catching, blocking, and tackling, and all the basics. Not turn the football over, win the special teams game, the hidden yardage that's out there. I think that turnovers will play a huge role in this game, as it does in every single one that you play.
They've got two of the better kick returners in Wyoming, the two Barkers. Do you kick it away from them, or how do you deal with that special teams aspect, which is huge in the playoffs?
We've worked a couple different ways this week. We've worked on kicking it deep. We've worked on squibbing it. We've worked on pooching it. We've worked on, most importantly, just getting we went into our team meeting on Sunday night and said, I want our 11 best guys on kickoff this week, our fastest dudes who can tackle. And so you'll see Derek DeVries on kickoff. You're going to see every single one of our best dudes on that particular team this week. And so hopefully we can make that happen. And, all you can do is put your best guys out there and see what happens.
The last couple games have been huge for your offensive and defensive lines. It's big, and I'm sure you've been telling them that all week. It's how they go is how this team's probably going to go.
Yeah, we've talked about it 100 times. The teams that stop the run and the teams that run it, especially as it gets later in the year. people are going to take away. They're not going to show up tonight and let us throw it over their head 3 times. You know what I mean? We're going to have to earn everything we get and control the football, control the time of possession, and be opportunistic when we get a chance.
Coach, it's playoff football. We'll talk to you after the game. Good luck, and, hey, bring one home.
Let's do it, Cody. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks a lot, Coach.
Thanks, brother. Peace.
All right, that's Coach Mark Linhart on the pregame show. Hey, we'll come back. We'll talk more about the pregame show. We'll have starting lineups and keys to the game after a break. This is Wolverine football on KTAK.
Hi, this is Tyler Watson, your local State Farm agent. I'm a proud sponsor of Wolverine Athletics and all of our student athletes here in Fremont County. Youth sports are a great way to build future skills that help our kids succeed in life. Teamwork, leadership, time management, and how to perform under pressure can all be learned on the field and in the gym. Good luck to each and every one of the student athletes. Go Big Red.
Tyler Watson State Farm, 618 East Washington Avenue in Riverton. Call 856-4118 or visit insuringriverton.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The Stock Dock is proud to serve all of Fremont County and surrounding areas. They are dedicated to providing the highest level of veterinarian medicine along with friendly and compassionate service. They service all pets of shapes and sizes between dogs and cows and cats and horses. They treat your animal like it's their own. The Stock Dock.
Let's go, all Fremont County athletes. I, Matt Gordon from Fremont Chevy, would like to wish all teams this year good luck and bring back some championships to this county. If you need a new ride to get to and from those away games, stop down at 1401 North Federal Boulevard or call 307-851-3797 and let me help you get to the games. Your sales professional, Matt Gordon.
Wind River Family and Community Healthcare has clinics located in Arapahoe, Ethity, and Riverton. We provide family medical services along with dental, optometry, behavioral health, physical and occupational therapy, and more. Our in-house lab and pharmacy at all locations make for a one-stop primary healthcare center for your healthcare needs. Wind River Family and Community Healthcare is striving for a stronger, healthier community because Wind River cares. More information can be found at windrivercares.com.
Midway is at an all-out clear-out for the new 2022 campers with the best price guarantee. Midway has financing with no money down, no payments for the rest of the year. Low interest rates on sweet fifth wheel. Dealer incentives up to $25,000 on toy haulers. Top dollar on trade-ins and door-to-door delivery. It's Midway's all-out clear-out. MidwayCampers.com. Midway, when you expect the best.
Enjoy fresh-made pizza, pasta, calzones, and subs at Peretz, 519 West Main in Riverton. Open for lunch and dinner Monday through Friday. Closed on weekends. Call 857-7306 to order for pickup or delivery with DoorDash. Peretz.
Welcome back to Wolverine Field. Cody Beers, Baylor Beers here on the pregame show. The cannon just blew, and we're getting ready in about 6.5 minutes for playoff football tonight in Riverton. Baylor, we got starting lineups coming up. First for the Wolverines, who will receive.
Wolverines will receive. Don't have any starters for the Evanston Red Devils. We have to go back to our previous broadcast to figure out who those players are. Just kidding. For the Wolverines tonight in the first round of the playoffs. At tight end, a senior, 5'9", 160 pounds, Branson Saltzgaber. At one wide receiver, he's a senior, 5'11", 155 pounds, Ty Sheets. At the other receiver, a senior, 5'11", 150 pounds, Nick McIntosh. And in the slot, a sophomore, 5'10", 145 pounds, Clay Sheets. Tonight at running back, he's a sophomore, 6'1", 185 pounds, Blake Gattenbein. At quarterback, a senior, 6'2", 180 pounds, Derek DeVries. At left tackle, he's a big man, 6'4", 215 pounds, and a junior, Ryan Cox. At left guard, a senior, 5'10", 260 pounds, Xavier Garcia. At center, a 6'3", 255 pound senior, Nathan Mills. At right guard, a 5'11", 260 pound senior, Lyric Gordon. And then at right tackle, he's a junior, 5'11", 205 pounds, Tyree Harris Aragon.
This Evanston roster, Baylor, the the guys you'll hear of tonight, the quarterback, Cohen Morrow. You'll hear from Brady Roberts. He's the 5'10", 185-pound senior running back. And you'll hear from the receivers tonight, the Barker guys, Kai Barker. This is a very big physical team that Riverton is playing. They will start their one captain tonight was Stephen Bowen, 6'3", 235-pound senior lineman. So Riverton, they're going to come out, they're going to receive, Evanston's going to kick. Keys to the game, you just don't want to give up the big play tonight, in my opinion, for Riverton. If you can keep this field short, not give up a kickoff return, not give up a big run. That happened early in the season. The Wolverines will be there. Baylor, what are your keys to the game?
Yeah, so Evanston comes in with the last place defense against the pass, so I think it's key tonight to for the Wolverines to set up, use the run, use their newly established run to set up what will be play-action passes. You're going to see a lot of passes that are going to be open down the middle of the field, looking for chunk plays there through the air, so take advantage of the deficiencies of this Evanston defense.
We've got a good crowd building here, especially inside this warm press box. Riverton won the flip. They're receiving. We've even got Riverton High School principal Thomas Jasmine over here with he's showing us the dome tonight, and he's warm inside the press box. He's going to be a spotter tonight, and we're getting ready for Riverton High School playoff football as Evanston will tee it up. And back deep for the Wolverines will be the duo from all year, Nick McIntosh on one side and Ty Sheets on the other. Two players we're going to have big performances from tonight at Wolverine Field. Lining up to kick it off for Evanston is the junior kicker, Jordan Mendez. And we're underway from Wolverine Field. The kick's going to go deep to Nick McIntosh. He'll field it on the 14 over the 25, where he'll go down at about the 27-yard line. And that's where the Wolverines will take over 1st and 10 here on the opening drive of this 3A first-round playoff game. Something that's been a while coming, and we're getting it in year one of Coach Mark Lenhart's time in Riverton. So Riverton going to come out in the huddle and get going against this defense, which is led by that middle linebacker, the quarterback, the senior quarterback for Evanston, Cohen Morrow. Evanston going to come out. They're going to try to stack the box early. It's going to be a direct handoff to Derek DeVries, and he will take it up near the 29-yard line. They're going to mark it back at the 28. So a gain of 2 for Riverton on first down, and the Evanston defense stacked it pretty heavily, Baylor, on the first play of the game.
Yeah, it kind of seemed like they were expecting that play, or at least anticipating some kind of run up the middle. Gonna have to get creative tonight.
2nd and 9 for Riverton. DeVries in the gun. He'll roll left, looking to pass the ball. He'll throw it back right side, complete to Ty Sheets. He's over the 40 and tackled out near the 41 for a Riverton first down. It'll go as a gain of 13 on the play for the Riverton Wolverines. So that pass back has been extremely productive throughout this season, and Riverton has perfected as they move into the playoffs. So first down of the game for the Wolverines. They're at their own 41, 1st and 10. 3 receivers set for Riverton. In motion is Gantenbein. DeVries will drop straight back, and we'll get a screen coming up right away. Branson Saltzgaver into Evanston territory all the way down to the 35. And that's a big gain on first down of 22 yards for the Wolverines. 1st down and 10 at the 36 of Evanston. And just taking advantage of that aggressive defense employed by Evanston, he could have run forever.
Absolutely. That's what happens when you put 8 guys in the box. There's going to be little holes that develop, especially when they're chasing down a QB like that. So great play by Lenhart.
1st down and 10 for Riverton at the 36 of Evanston. Just underway. And Riverton already with its second first down. Here's DeVries. He'll fake left. He'll run right. He's going to be inside the 30 and down near the 28-yard line. And a nice gain of 8 by Derek DeVries on first down. It was a little fake throw left, and then DeVries with a big hole off the right side all the way down to Evanston's 28-yard line, where it'll be 2nd and 2 for the Wolverines. So nothing real fancy, but Riverton wanting the ball first, wanting to make a statement here right out of the chute. 9:36 to play, first quarter. Riverton offense, DeVries in the gun. Tillman in motion. It'll be DeVries again over the right side. He'll have enough for a Wolverine first down as he gains roughly 4 yards, and it'll be a Wolverine first down at the Evanston 24-yard line. This Riverton offense has been very effective, Baylor, over the last 4 or 5 weeks at scoring first in the game and eating up clock.
Absolutely. You know, Coach said it best. He's going to have his best players playing pretty much the entire game on the field. I'm sure Evanston is the same way. So a long drive like this, especially a demoralizing drive like this, is key to winning these playoff games.
1st and 10 at the Evanston 24. DeVries will be under center. 4 receivers set. DeVries comes back, throws away wide open. Ty Sheets inside the 10, inside the 5, now down toward the goal line, where he'll be tackled inside the 1. And it'll be a gain on the play of 23 yards for that Sheets reception from Derek DeVries. Ty Sheets was wide open.
Yeah, it was a great play by DeVries. Evanston brought the heat that time, rushed about 6 or 7 guys, and Derek DeVries on that rollout kind of turned his head to the right and saw everybody coming and was able to find Ty Sheets wide open.
1st and goal for Riverton on about the 1-foot-yard line. You want to see DeVries will just sneak it in. He'll do just that. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they score quickly with 8:36 to play in the first quarter. It's 6-0 Wolverines. They take it, and they go all the way for the opening touchdown. And Hunter Saltzgaver now will come on. Great drive by the Wolverines to get on the scoreboard. We do have some scores coming in. We'll get some scores reported. Hunter Saltzgaver's kick. It's up. It's good. It's 7-0 Riverton. We'll take a break, and we'll be back in this 3A first-round playoff game. Riverton 7, Evanston 0. Back after a break on KTAK. I'm driving in Wyoming, and if there's a common theme is that our roads are long and the towns are far apart. Most Wyomingites buckle their seatbelts, but still 20% do not.
Wyoming law dictates that every person in a vehicle must wear a seatbelt at all times. Seatbelts reduce the risk of death by 45% and reduce the risk of injury by 50% in all motor vehicle crashes.
I buckle up to secure my journey and to protect what matters most, my family. Our Yellowstone region is home to breathtaking beauty, but please, drive with caution and buckle your seatbelt, for you and your family's sake.
Remember, Wyoming, your safety is our priority. Please buckle up, not only for your safety, but it's the law.
Welcome back, Wolverine Field. Riverton leads at 7-0. That was 7 plays and 73 yards for Riverton, capped off by that 1-yard scoring run by Derek DeVries at the 8:36 mark. And now Riverton teeing up. It'll be Hunter Saltzgaver teeing it up from the 40 against this very potent return team. It'll be a pooch kick down the right side, picked up on the play by Evanston. And now the Wolverines on kick coverage out over the 30-yard line for Evanston. And speed kills as that run back by number 87, Kai Barker, 6'3", 185-pound senior for Evanston. And it'll be first down and 10 for the Red Devils at their own 32. So 1-yard run by Derek DeVries, 7-play, 73-yard drive to open the game for Riverton. And Riverton with the 7-0 lead. And a first down as Cohen Morrow brings things out for the Evanston Red Devils. They'll hand off right side to Brady Roberts. And a short gain for Roberts of 2 yards on first down. Roberts, 5'10", 185-pound senior for Evanston. He's rushed for 800 yards on the season. And he will be the principal ball carrier when they run the ball. So Morrow already keeping his hands warm, and that hand warmer behind his back will bring his team toward the line of scrimmage. He's a two-way player, and it'll be interesting to see how cold his hands get playing the entire game. Here's another handoff to Roberts, right side. Hole, and a first down as Roberts up near midfield. He'll be ran out of bounds right at the 50, and a big gain of about 15 yards by Brady Roberts. Just nothing fancy there, Baylor. Just a sweep around that right end of the Riverton defense.
Yeah, Evanston really effectively blocks on that sweep play. We're able to contain the Wolverines on the inside of the field. It looked like a tunnel that Brady Roberts had that he ran down the field in.
7:47 in the first quarter. Evanston first down at midfield. Here's Morrow. He'll drop to pass. Nowhere to go. Riverton trying to come after him. Here's Ryan Cox, and Morrow going to have to throw it away on the great job by Ryan Cox getting pressure on Evanston quarterback Cohen Morrow.
That could have went for a big loss if the Wolverine player was able to catch up to him there.
Full moon rising over the east on October 27th. It's my sister's birthday, and she's not listening, but happy birthday to one of the biggest pains in my in my life, my sister Tina. Here's Cohen Morrow, 2nd and 10. He'll keep the ball handoff, or to keep it right side, where he'll be taken down after a gain of 6. That's Derek DeVries on the tackle for Riverton, but a good gain on 2nd down for Morrow. And if you're my sister listening, love you and happy birthday. 3rd and 3 for the Evanston Red Devils.
That play was the traditional read the defensive end and make your decision kind of option there. Our defensive end crashed in. Morrow just took it to the outside.
3rd and 3 for the Wolverines. Morrow in the gun. He'll hand it off straight up the middle. Brady Roberts, he'll have a first down and more as Roberts packs Wolverine defenders down near the 30-yard line, where it'll be a gain of 12 yards on 3rd and 3. So Riverton showing a few gaps in its run defense in the first drive of the game, and Evanston taking advantage.
Yeah, Evanston averaging 9 yards a carry right now. Going to have to tone that back. Our
Morrow,
defense will.
under center, receiver right, receiver left. I formation, handoff to Roberts, and they'll bottle him up on the inside, and so a very short gain for Evanston on first down. Jackson Larson in on that tackle. Also in on it on the inside, Caden Liebrecht. So 2nd and 7 for the Red Devils. Right inside the 30-yard line. Clock running, 6:08 to play, first quarter. Of course, we're unable to bring you video. The out-of-state company has an agreement with the Activities Association, and so we cannot show video of the postseason. Here's the handoff. Cohen Morrow will keep it. Riverton under duress. Liebrecht with the near sack, and then Morrow steps out of bounds at the 16-yard line after a gain of 16 yards on first down. So first down for Evanston. Liebrecht gave good pressure on Morrow, but was unable to get him as nobody was coming from the front side. Liebrecht the only rusher from the backside. And Cohen Morrow, good athlete for this Evanston team.
You're really going to see what kind of weapon that kind of QB is with Derek DeVries and Cohen Morrow tonight.
1st and 10 from the Riverton 16. Morrow in the gun. One receiver left side. He'll roll right, looking for Barker across the middle. Morrow unable to do much. He's under duress, and then he'll throw it down near the 10-yard line where it's caught out of bounds, incomplete. So good pressure by the Wolverines. Talon Tolman offering the pressure off the backside. He had to come a long ways to find Cohen Morrow.
Somehow Cohen Morrow, with his back turned, was able to get out of the way of a sprinting Talon Toman there. Able to avoid the sack. Good awareness.
2nd down and 10 for Evanston. And this is where you want this red zone defense to come alive for the Wolverines. Morrow in the gun. 3 receivers right side. Brady Roberts off his right shoulder. Roberts will get the ball coming around the weak side. Caden Liebrecht will get the tackle. Also in on the play, Hunter Ryman for this, Riemann for the Wolverines. So short gain down to the 12-yard line where it'll be 3rd and about 6 for the Evanston Red Devils, who can get a 1st down on the 7-yard line. They're right about the 12. 3rd and a long 5. Morrow in the same set. Roberts off his right shoulder. 3 receivers right for Evanston. Now in motion, Kai Barker. Handoff goes left side to Roberts. He's got a hole. He will not get the 1st down on the good defensive play by Nick McIntosh. It'll be 4th and 3 for Evanston. So this will be an interesting call by Evanston coach. I don't have his name written down here. Yes, I do. Steve Moore. Oh, right in front of me. Okay, 4th and 3. And this is a big play for the Wolverines. 5:21 to play in the 1st. Morrow in the gun. Can the Wolverines stop the Red Devils? There's Morrow. He'll hand off left side. And he's going to have a 1st down all the way down to the 5-yard line. It's close, but Evanston on that Roberts run over the left side. Tackle on the play by Ryan Watson, but it'll be 1st and goal for the Red Devils with 5:14 to play as they start up the clock.
Evanston going on play 13 of this drive. So kind of...
Referee wants to wind the clock here.
Kind of employing the same strategies as Riverton. Grind it out football.
1st and goal for Evanston. Morrow under center. And Barker in motion. It'll be Morrow coming to the right side. He'll throw over the top of his receiver. Incomplete. That pass intended for Drew Barker, the senior receiver. And Nick McIntosh was there waiting for the interception. So Morrow playing like a senior. Threw it over the head. He comes back in. Hands are getting cold out there if you're in there playing offense and defense. 2nd and goal from the 5. Riverton leads 7-0. 4:58 to play, 1st quarter. There's Morrow, pitch right to Roberts. He'll run right into the center of that Riverton defense. He'll be tackled down on about the 3-yard line where it'll be 3rd and goal for the Red Devils. Nothing fancy here. 3rd and goal. And this is where the big uglies come into play.
I wouldn't be surprised to see another run with Barker here. Kind of the offense has ran through him. 8 rushes so far already in the 1st quarter.
4:31 to play. 3rd and goal for Evanston. Morrow under center. And he'll pitch it to Roberts. He's going to be taken down before he gets to the end zone on the 2-yard line where it'll be 4th and 2. Great tackle by the Wolverines on that play.
A hole formed for the Evanston Red Devils there, but there was about 3 Wolverines standing in the middle of it, so nowhere to go there for Brady Roberts.
So 4th and goal from the 3-yard line. Actually right about the 2, it looks like. So 4th and goal. Big play. 2nd straight time Evanston's went on 4th down. Here it is for the Wolverines. Morrow under center. I formation for Evanston. He'll hand it off to Roberts straight up the middle. Touchdown, Evanston. So 2-yard run by Brady Roberts and a Evanston touchdown with 3:34 to play in the 1st quarter. So coming on to kick the PAT for Evanston will be Jordan Mendez. Mendez, the left-footed kicker. He's a good one. Spot. Oh, it's a bad spot. They're not going to get it off. They got a fire play going on. And Wolverines are going to make a great tackle. So that extra point goes for naught. That tackle by Talon Tolman on the holder for Evanston, Breckenridge. It's Riverton 7, Evanston 6. We'll be back after a break on KTAK.
Quality in Thermopolis offers great rates, a convenient location, standard room, and family rooms with bunk beds. Choice Hotel members earn points while you stay. Quality Inn is proud to support Fremont and Hot Springs County student athletes.
For more than 60 years, RTO Point S has been installing quality tires and offering expert vehicle service in Fremont County, with 2 locations on South Federal and West Main in Riverton. RTO Point S is proud to support our Fremont County student athletes.
Welcome back. Here's Baylor Beers with scores from around playoff Wyoming on a Friday night.
Yeah, and 1A 6-man. DuBois did defeat Casey 59-32. In Class 1A 9-man, Wind River's currently up in the second quarter over Lusk 34-0. In 3A, Star Valley's beating Worland in the second quarter 42-0 right now. And that's kind of all the scores we have from 3A and 4A and also the county teams.
All right, so Jordan Mendez will kick it off to Riverton. He'll kick it deep and field it on the 10 after he loses the handle. And going down, it's going to be a flag as he was on a knee. That was Ty Sheets just unable to pick up the ball, but then he went to a knee to pick it up, and he was hit by the Evanston Red Devils. So it's going to give Riverton decent field position after that bobbled kick. So a personal foul on Evanston will move the ball out near the 30-yard line.
That was one of those that the old-timers would say you're watching too much professional football because unfortunately for the Evanston player in the NFL, excuse me, in high school football, the play stops when you go to a knee. You don't have to be touched.
So Wolverines with the first break of the game on that penalty, 15 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Riverton at the 27-yard line. Here's DeVries. He'll run right side. Gets outside over the 30 to the 35-yard line. Nice gain on 1st down for Derek DeVries. 2nd down and about 2 for Riverton. Clock winding near the end of the first quarter. 3:11 to play in this first quarter. We've got Miss Hallie Beers running the game clock tonight on our broadcast. We appreciate her help. Should I say Mrs. Hallie Beers? 2nd and 2 for the Wolverines. It's a family affair here at KTAK. Here's DeVries. He'll run left side, and not much to go on as he's wrapped up and taken down for no gain. That tackle by number 55, Zane Leland, a 5'8", 195-pound senior, playing on the inside of that Evanston defense. So 3rd and 2 for Riverton. Got to figure out a way to get a 1st down here if you're the Wolverines. 7-6 ball game, 2:17 to play first quarter. DeVries in the gun. Riverton will look toward their head coach for a possible audible on the play. So DeVries will drop to pass. He'll throw right side. Pulled in by Ty Sheets for a 1st down right at the 40-yard line. Gain on the play of 5. But more importantly, another Riverton 1st down. Inside 2 minutes to play first half. Wolverines looking to run clock here at the end of this first quarter. Leading 7-6 on the WyoToday.com scoreboard.
Those are really good plays to extend drives. Just nice quick passes. Had a little curl by Ty Sheets. Wide open. Able to secure the high throw from DeVries. Nice play.
DeVries in the gun. 2 running backs in the backfield. 2 receivers left. Now Ryan Cox in motion for the Wolverines. DeVries will roll left, looking to throw over the middle. We're going to get a holding call as DeVries takes off now over midfield. He's going to go inside the 40 and down near the 35, but most likely that one's going to come back. Matter of fact, the Wolverines already heading back on that hold. That was a first down play, so it's going to be first and somewhere around 20 yards for the Wolverines.
It's the only danger with those kind of rollout passes is if you're not careful when the QB starts coming back, those defensive linemen can change their direction and you can get caught up for an easy hold there on the offensive line.
It's going to go as a 10-yard penalty. So first and 20 for the Wolverines as they bring receivers in the game. These first and 20 situations, not pointless here for this Riverton offense. They've been able to work their way toward first downs throughout this second half of the season when they're in these situations. And right now they've got 5 receivers in the set. DeVries all by himself in the backfield. He'll drop to throw. Ty Sheets will get the ball on the 30, and he'll take it out near the 38-yard line where it'll be a good gain on the play of 7 yards. Second and 13 for the Wolverines.
I tell you what, Ty Sheets got absolutely smashed there on the sideline. Good hit by the Evanston player.
43 seconds to play, first quarter. And if you're Riverton, you want to keep moving the ball like this. You've got 3 downs to move it for a first down. Second and 13 for Riverton. 4 receivers in the play. DeVries looks over towards his coach. Evanston playing a 3-man front against the Wolverines. Here's DeVries. He'll stop to pass. All kinds of time. Now Derek's going to take off. He's over the 40, over the 45, and he'll be tackled out of bounds right up around the 48-yard line. So good gain on second down for the Wolverines. 35 seconds to play here in the first. Third and 4 out at the 48. So Riverton doing what it's got to do to get itself into position to get a first down here with the ball out near their 48-yard line.
Evanston understands how much of a threat DeVries is. They had 3 down linemen that were rushing, but they had 2 linebackers that were sitting kind of in a spy, it looked like. So they know how much of a weapon DeVries can be.
3 receivers left for the Wolverines. Third and 4. DeVries going to take off running again. He's going to have a first down and more over the midfield and down inside the 40 at the 36-yard line, where it'll be a Riverton first down after that play that goes for nearly 20 yards. What'd you have it officially, Baylor?
I counted 16 with my quick math.
All right, Derek DeVries now has packed the ball, 8 times?
Yeah, 8 times for 48 yards is what I have.
All right, so good first quarter for this Riverton offense. 28 seconds to play. Wolverines on the move again, all the way down to the Evanston 36. And dominating time of possession in this ballgame.
Absolutely.
DeVries goes under center, 1 receiver left, and a pitch, and then they trap play to Ty Sheets. He's inside the 30, down to the 25. It'll be another Riverton first down on that counter play that has been highly productive throughout this season. And another Wolverine first down all the way down to the 24 of Evanston. And these Evanston kids now, you're starting to see hands on the hips. They're getting tired out there on the field playing defense.
Yeah, lots of running, especially when the majority of your rushes go to the outside perimeter of the field there. You know, Riverton tried a couple rushes up the middle to start the game, but now focusing on that outside, 2 outside thirds on the left and right side, working well.
First and 10 for the Wolverines. 22 seconds to play first quarter. DeVries under center. He'll hand off to Gantenbein. Blake Gantenbein goes over the left side. He'll have a short gain, about 1 yard on the play, as the clock now going to wind down, and the first quarter is going to end. We've played a quarter. It's Riverton 7, Evanston 6. Riverton on the move here at Wolverine Field. We'll be back on KTAK.
Head Head to Nana's Bowling and Bakery in DuBois for family fun night. Now booking parties for all ages and occasions. To reserve your company, family, or birthday party, call 455-3660. Nana's Bowling and Bakery is proud to support Fremont County student athletes. B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
Service Plumbing in Riverton serves all of Fremont County for both new construction and repairs. For a bid on your next plumbing project, bring your plans to Service Plumbing, 201 Webwood Road in Riverton. Service Plumbing, proud to support our Fremont County athletes.
Welcome back, Wolverine Field. 1 quarter in the books. Riverton would get the scoring going at the 8:35 mark of the first quarter. 7-play, 73-yard drive capped off by a 1-yard Derek DeVries run. Hunter Saltzgaber with the PAT, and that was a big one because it would give Riverton a 7-0 lead. Evanston would answer and go on a drive of their own that would take 5 minutes, capped off by a Brady Roberts 5-yard run, but then they would have a bad snap on the extra point. And now it's 7-6 as Riverton comes out 2nd and 9, just about in the red zone from the Evanston 24. Derek DeVries in the gun. Empty backfield, 4 receivers set. DeVries will stop and drop. They'll complete the pass inside, but we'll have a flag down on the field, and it looks like it's going to go on the Wolverines. We'll see what the call is. It came from the referee.
Looked like a pretty early flag. Yeah, it must be something against us.
It'd be a legal shift on Riverton. So that'll move Riverton back 5 yards, where it'll be 2nd and 14 from the 28-yard line. That was a nice play that went for naught, a gain of about 10 on the play for the Wolverines. 11:53 to play first half. Wolverines lead at 7-6. Riverton trying to take the third drive of the game and score points here. Each team only had the ball once for scoring drives. Riverton then would consume most of the rest of the first quarter on this drive. So 4, and we're going to get a hard count on the play by Derek DeVries, and a offsides called on Evanston, so turnabout is fair play. Another penalty on Evanston will move the ball right back to where it was, and it'll be 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, we might as well throw 7 seconds back on the clock and just restart the half.
No kidding. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right for the Wolverines. Derek DeVries in the gun, looking over toward his coach. Blake Gantenbein off his left shoulder. DeVries will stop and drop to throw it. He'll throw toward the end zone. Ty Sheets open, comes back, and the pass is incomplete. Great coverage on the play by Evanston's Drew Barker. And they tried that back shoulder pass. Ty Sheets had it in his hands, and it just fell out. So good defense by Barker. And it'll be 3rd and 9 now for the Wolverines. That was just mono upon mono.
Could have went either way, I'd say.
So 3rd down and 9 for Riverton at the 24 of Evanston. Evanston defenders moving toward the front of the play, and now Evanston acting like they've got the play. Here's another throw toward the end zone, wide open. Nick McIntosh. Oh, and incomplete through his hands. He was wide open. And wow, he dropped it. Nick runs back toward the huddle, looking at his hands. So 4th down for Riverton, and they're going to bring on Hunter Saltzgaber. If he hits this field goal, it would be his longest of the season. It's going to go as a 40-yard field goal attempt. 11:41 to play first half. Snap is down. Kick is on the way by Saltzgaver, right down the middle. And no, they're going to say it's wide left on the play. So Riverton comes up zeros after we had a near touchdown catch by Nick McIntosh. And it'll be Evanston football taking over with 11:41 to play in this second quarter.
That was one of those that'll Riverton has to bounce back from.
Boy, and you just kind of felt like McIntosh would catch that, and he had to dive, but it just a little bit too long for him to catch. 1st and 10 now for Evanston on their own 25. Morrow under center. He'll hand off to the fullback straight up the middle, and he'll gain out to the 25-yard line where it'll be 2nd down and about 4. That fullback getting his first carry of the game. And I did not see that number, so we'll try to pick it out here. It's coming out of the game. I believe that's him, number 25, Breckenridge. 4 receivers set for Evanston. Morrow in the gun. 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line for Evanston. Morrow looking to pass right. Caden Liebrecht given pressure. Morrow going to juke his way out, and then Blake Gantenbein will take him out right at the 30-yard line. But Morrow was trapped in the backfield by the sophomore, Caden Liebrecht, and just managed to juke and jive his way to a 1st down.
He juked out about 4 Wolverine defenders on that run.
Boy, and that's where you got to be looking at the belt if you're a defender. Man. So 1st down for Evanston. 10:47 and counting here in the first half. Morrow in the gun. 3 receivers left for Evanston. Morrow will roll left. He'll pass it, and it'll be complete. Nope, incomplete, they say, off Barker's hands and out of bounds right at the 41-yard line. Good-looking pass from Morrow. Hit him right in the hands. So could that cold weather be playing a role here? Was 2nd and 10 at the 30, 10:23 to play first half.
It was honestly a great play call by Evanston there. Had their that was Drew Barker, I believe, on that incompletion, but he was streaking across the field, had probably 3 yards on the Wolverine defender. Just hit him right in the hands and dropped it.
2nd and 10 for Evanston. Riverton playing that 4-man front. Here's a little scoop pass to a Evanston receiver. Nice play. Complete to Kai Barker. Just a little shovel pass. And in Evanston, 1st down.
Even though it's kind of a rush, that is Cohen Morrow's first completion of the game, because it is counted as a forward pass.
So 1st down and 10 for Evanston at the 42-yard line.
Evanston certainly grinding this game out. 14 rushes compared to 5 passes so far.
Morrow going to step under center. Receiver right, receiver left, both Barkers. And you got to think Brady Roberts, and he does get it. And the Riverton defense will hold him to a gain of 2 on the play. First tacklers, Ryan Watson, Caden Liebrecht for the Wolverines.
Brady Roberts averaging 4.5 yards a carry. Pretty effective rusher so far through the first quarter and a half.
800 yards from scrimmage for Roberts through the first 9 games of the year. Here's Morrow in the gun. Roberts off his left shoulder. 3 receivers left for Evanston. They'll hand off to Roberts right side. And we're going to get Zarek Prosser with the high tackle, but it'll hold Roberts to a gain of 1. Roberts looking around, wanting a call, but I don't believe they had him anywhere but the shoulder pads on that play. So 3rd and 7 now. Big play for the Wolverine defense.
Oh, and we got a flag on the far side.
Flag thrown on the far side. Not sure what they're going to call, but we're going to get A sideline warning on Evanston, which will move the Red Devils back off the white area along the sideline.
They're calling a lot more of those, it seems, this year than in years previous.
Clock running. 8:47 and counting to play here in the second quarter. Yeah, I just think it's good game management by the officials.
Oh, yeah.
3rd and 7 for Evanston. 4 receivers set. Kai Barker in motion. Morrow going to drop to pass. Looking for Barker. Now Morrow's going to have to take off running. And he's going to juke his way inside the 48. There it's going to be a Evanston first down. Right on the sticks was Morrow. And, man, I thought he was down before then, but Riverton just not breaking down and making that tackle at midfield. And it led to another 2 yards and an Evanston first down.
Cohen Morrow certainly putting on display his shiftiness so far this game. Juking out Wolverines left and right.
Wolverines with a 7-6 lead here in the first round 3A playoff game at Wolverine Field. Evanston on a time-consuming drive. 3 receivers set. Morrow going to hand right up the middle to Roberts. He's going to get a short gain over the, well, right at the 45. It'll be 3 yards. He tends to get hit early, and then he gains another couple yards. So 2nd and 7 for Evanston.
Yeah, 5'10", 185 pounds is Brady Roberts. That's a big running back in the
Roberts
high school football.
Stats so far?
13 rushes for 53 yards is what I have him at. 4.1 average.
2nd and 7. We're going to get a timeout taken by Evanston coach Steve Moore. We'll go with it. 7:20 to play first half. It's Riverton 7, Evanston 6.
Overhead Door Company of Riverton and Lander is your premier dealer for quality windows and doors, featuring quality brands like Anderson, Colby, Larson Storm Doors, and more. Overhead Door Company is proud to support our Fremont County student athletes.
381 Subs and Salads is the newest addition to Fremont County. They offer salads, sandwiches, ice cream, and Lotus drinks. 381 Subs and Salads is located at 702 East Main Street in Riverton.
If you're planning home improvement projects, look no further than Valley Lumber. They provide nothing but the best from lumber, power tools, hardware, paint, plumbing supplies. If you need it, they have it. Valley Lumber at 290 North 2nd Street in Lander.
Welcome back, Wolverine Field. Evanston now facing a 2nd and 7 at the 45 of Riverton following that Evanston timeout. So the Wolverine coaches gathering around their players. And Morrow comes out in the shotgun. 3 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Morrow will hand off to Roberts, and he'll break through the hole and gain 5 yards down to the 40, where it'll be 3rd and 2 for the Red Devils. 7:10 to play first half. Quick moving first half. Star Valley up big in their first round playoff game. We'll get some scores after this play. So 3rd and 2 for Evanston. Big play for the Wolverine defense. Morrow in the gun. He'll hand off to Roberts. Roberts going to have a first down and more all the way down to about the 44-yard line. Or 34-yard line of the Wolverines. Roberts averaging right about 5 yards a carry in this first half. And Evanston giving Riverton a steady diet of their senior running back. 1st and 10 for Evanston on the 34 of Riverton. Morrow going to hand off again to Roberts, straight up the middle. And another good gain, 5-6 yards on the play for Brady Roberts.
You'd think he would have to get tired eventually. 16 rushes so far here in this first half.
Boy, and when it's working, you're not going to stop. This rushing game for Evanston's been outstanding and nothing fancy. They're inside the tackles most of the way in this one. 2nd and 4 for Evanston. And a handoff to Roberts, left tackle, and he's going to get a first down and more, as now he's inside the 20 of Riverton. That one going to go for about a 10-yard gain, all the way down to the 16. Clock running, 5:49 in the second quarter. Boy, and that missed touchdown catch by Nick McIntosh looming large now. Wolverines with a 7-6 lead with 5:36 to play second quarter. Here's another handoff to Roberts. And right now the Evanston Uglies are pushing Riverton around. That'll go as a gain of 4 on first down. 2nd and 6 for Evanston. And now coming out of the ball game, a little bit of a limp, is Ryan Watson, the senior lineman for the Wolverines. 2nd and 6 for Evanston. Morrow in the gun. 3 receivers right. You got to think he'll run off the right tackle now. And Morrow's going to take off running. He's inside the 10, inside the 5, touchdown Evanston. 15-yard touchdown run for Morrow. And Evanston now back-to-back scores. They're in the lead in this one. It's 12-7. Evanston with 4:52 to play in the second quarter on a nifty run by Cohen Morrow. Riverton got a steady diet of Roberts, Brady Roberts on that drive, and then Morrow runs in relatively untouched on a 15-yard run. And now Evanston will go for 2. And if you're Riverton, this is a big defensive play. Here's Morrow underneath. He'll pitch it to Roberts. They're going to throw it back to Morrow, and he catches and scores the 2-point conversion. So 2-point conversion for Evanston. Roberts to Morrow on the catch. And it's Evanston 14, Riverton 7, 4:52 to play first half. We'll be back on KTAK.
Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Welcome back, Wolverine Field. That drive by Evanston was impressive, Baylor.
Absolutely. I mean, just a constant diet of runs to Brady Roberts, and then also Cohen Morrow. Every now and then would break one for 10-plus yards himself. So lots of groundwork here from the Evanston Red Devils team. 24 rushes so far, 136 yards for the Evanston Red Devils.
Wow. That's a Russian offense, and they're doing it here in the playoffs, as lining up to kick off the ball is going to be Jordan Mendez for Evanston. He'll kick it right down the middle, line drive, taken by Ty Sheets at the 12. Sheets over the 25, up near the 30, and over the 30 to about the 35 goes Ty Sheets. Impressive return by the senior. It'll be first down for the Wolverines.
That's exactly what Coach Lenhart talked about in his pregame interview. You know, winning the hidden yardage battle, as he said. Then, that's the difference between starting on our 20 versus starting on our 35. Much shorter field, and helps when you only have 4:44 to get it done.
Wolverines with 5 receivers left side. The snap goes low to DeVries. He's going to break it, a busted play, out for a gain of 5. And so nice run by Derek DeVries. That snap came early from Nathan Mills.
Came early and came low. hit DeVries in the feet, and good thing for DeVries, he was able to get some positive yardage out of it.
Great athletic move by the senior quarterback. 2nd and 5 for Riverton in a clock that's winding its way down. 4:10 to play in the second quarter. Riverton 2nd and 5 at their own 40. Here's DeVries in the gun. He'll ask for the ball, and then he'll be tackled for a loss of 3 yards on the play. And getting into the backfield that time, number 56, Taryn Hawes, the 6', 200-pound junior for Evanston. And it'll be a loss of 3 on the play. So 3rd and 8. And seemingly now Evanston with quite a bit of momentum after driving the ball downfield and taking the lead with 4:52 to play. 14-7 lead for the Evanston Red Devils here in the first round 3A playoff game. We'll have a halftime update of all the scores from around the state, and we'll talk about the first half. Here's DeVries, and he's going to be tackled again on a big rush that time by Cole Robinette. And just a big rush on the play. It's going to be 4th and long, and Riverton's going to be forced to punt the ball away. Just the blitz came from nowhere, and DeVries barely saw Robinette coming.
Evanston definitely utilizing a lot of defensive looks here, not just a vanilla, what are they running, a 3-4 defense. They're bringing a lot of blitzers.
Riverton going for it on 4th and 20. Oh, they got Evanston to jump off sides, and that's what Riverton was looking for, just get an additional 5 yards. And now are we going to get a punt for the Wolverines? I would think so, but Riverton going to send their team back out on the field. 4th and 15 for the Wolverines. What will they do here? Clock running. And I think they're just trying to run clock, possibly. 2:24, 2:22 to play first half. Riverton going to take a timeout after they run clock and make it hard for Evanston to score. 4 receivers set for the Wolverines. 4th and 15. And now a time taken by Riverton coach Mark Linhart. We'll go with it. 2:05 to play first half. It's Evanston 14, Riverton 7.
Sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County School Athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit nreca.org.
Riverton back to punt as Gage Treber going to take this snap from his own 15. And we're going to get a flag thrown on the play. As that punt went out near midfield, it'll be false start on Riverton. Wow. I'm not sure what that flag was, but Riverton coaches looking at each other, and apparently somebody not set. So Riverton continuing to move backwards on this final drive of the first half, where it'll be now placed at the 25, and Treber on the 10. Snap comes low to Treber. He'll get the punt off. It's not going to be much, and it's going to be downed at the 43-yard line of Riverton. Boy, with 157 to play, that's tough stuff.
You're starting to see kind of the effects there of that north wind that I was talking about. That wind blows directly left to right down the field if you're looking from our point of view from the stands. And, that was right in the face of the punter. So definitely hung that punt up just a little bit.
So great field position for Evanston. Evanston with 2 timeouts remaining, along with Riverton's 2 timeouts. Morrow in the gun. Riverton defense got to make something happen here. 4-man front. 2 receivers right. Now a pitch to Barker. He's going to be inside the 40 and off to the races. Kai Barker to the 20, the 10, the 5, and he's going to score, I believe. It is a touchdown on that run that started at the 43-yard line. So 43-yard run on that pass, little scoop pass, and we'll get a flag on the field. I don't know if it's going to be a score, but it's back at the 14-yard line. Are they going to say it is a touchdown? They do. They pick up the flag. So 43-yard from Morrow to Barker with 1:46 to play, and now 20-7. Evanston with the lead, and just taking advantage of Riverton miscues here as the Jordan Mendez on for the PAT. Placement's down, kick on the way is up. It's good, and it's 21-7. Boy, and a quick hitter by Evanston. Riverton still has time here in the first half, trailing 21-7. We'll be back on KTAK.
The canyon near you. Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Welcome back. 1:46 to play, first half. Evanston with back-to-back scores in the final 5 minutes of this first half has taken a 21-7 lead, and that last one of the keys to our game tonight was not giving up the big play, and they give up a 43-yard shovel pass from Morrow to Barker. And with 1:46 to play, the PAT kick makes it 21-7 Evanston, and now this drive becomes huge for the Wolverines. Need to get something here before the end of the half. Here's Mendez, a little bloop kick down. It goes over the head, and Riverton will recover it. And then falling down on the play, let's see, that's going to be number 54 for Riverton, Aiden Sanchez, with that recovery, and he hit the deck right away. So Wolverines first down and 10 at their own 24. Got to be wondering what happened over the last 5 minutes, as 3 straight scores by Evanston now after Riverton scored on the first drive of the game. So 4 receivers set for the Wolverines. 1:43 to play first half. DeVries will drop to throw. He'll throw it out left side to McIntosh. McIntosh over the 30, over the 35, and he'll be taken down at about the 36-yard line, where it'll be a Riverton first down with 1:35 to play. So first down, Riverton. Wolverines need this. DeVries in the gun, 4 receivers set. DeVries taking the run, and he'll have a short gain of basically 1 yard, and I'm not sure you want that with 1:20 to play in the first half.
Riverton does have 2 timeouts remaining, but yeah, this drive is especially crucial because Evanston gets the ball back after halftime, so need to put points up here.
2nd and 9 for the Wolverines. 1:02 to play first half. That play took a lot of clock. Here's DeVries. He'll drop to pass. It'll be complete to Clay Sheets, who did not get out of bounds, and Riverton now going to be forced to take its second timeout. And that pass complete up to the 44-yard line, where it'll be 2nd or 3rd down and 4 for the Wolverines. Riverton takes a timeout, 47 seconds to play. We'll go with it. This is Wolverine football on KTAK.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Welcome back. 47 seconds to play first half. 3rd and 4 for Riverton at its own 44. DeVries going to take the snap. He'll be over the 50. It'll be a 1st down for the Wolverines. And the clock will stop while they move the sticks. 1st and 10 at the 47 of Evanston. Riverton in the hurry-up offense. DeVries will drop. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Over the middle. Picked off. Cohen Morrow. And he's going to be inside the 40, now inside the 30. Morrow's going to go all the way for an Evanston touchdown. Looks like a 57-yard interception return. And boy, the wheels have come off for the Wolverines here in the final 5 minutes of the first half. 57-yard interception return for Cohen Morrow. And an Evanston lead now of 27-7 at Wolverine Field as Mendez comes on to kick the PAT with 32 seconds to play. And what an all-state play there by Cohen Morrow, the middle linebacker, who also plays quarterback for the Evanston Red Devils. Mendez lines up for the PAT. Placement's down. Kick is on the way. It's good, and it's 28-7 following the Mendez PAT and the Morrow turnover. Riverton, just things not going their way. Here's some scores from Baylor from around the state.
So an update out at Wind River. Wind River currently leading Lusk 42-0 in that game. Elsewhere in 1A 9-man, Southeast up over Riverside 38-20 in the 3rd quarter. Big Piney defeated Pine Bluffs 28-14. And then at halftime, Lingle Fort Laramie is up on Rocky Mountain 7-0. In Class 2A, Mountain View defeated Wheatland earlier today, 41-6. Torrington is up on Cokeville, 21-14 in the 2nd quarter. Lyman beat Tongue River, 14-13. And then another 2nd quarter score, Lovell is up on Bighorn, 14-7 right now. In 3A, in the 3rd quarter, Star Valley is up on Worland, 55-0. Buffalo currently leads Powell. Wow, a surprise here in the 2nd quarter. Buffalo up 21-0 over Powell. Cody's beating Douglas 21-0. And that's it for 3A. And then in 4A, Sheridan is up on Kelly Walsh, 35-0. Thunder Basin up on Campbell County, 14-6. Natrona County leads Cheyenne Central, 7-3. And Rock Springs is tied with Cheyenne East at 7.
Here's the kick by Mendez. It's going to go toward the end zone. Picked up by Ty Sheets, and he's going to be wrestled down at about the 9-yard line. He had to go way back to pick it up. And Riverton will have the football, 1st and 10 with 24 seconds to play first half. Reeling after 3 straight touchdowns by Evanston in the final 5 minutes of the first half. And they've come bam, bam, bam for the Red Devils.
Yeah, completely kind of changed the attitude here in Wolverine Stadium. 7-6 at the end of the 1st quarter, and now it's 28-7 Red Devils. And it'll be telling how this Wolverine team responds here going into halftime.
Riverton takes a knee, and we'll be back with the halftime show brought to you back by WyoToday.com. Evanston 28, Riverton 7 here at Wolverine Field. You could
Depend on the crew at Extra Care Auto Repair. They can repair almost anything with wheels, gas, diesel, domestic, or import, and their work is top quality and reliable. Extra Care Auto Repair on North Federal in Riverton. You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
When you purchase your car, do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably no. Oftentimes, your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Papa Murphy's is proud to sponsor this week's Player of the Game. For a limited time, enjoy a Papa Murphy's barbecue chicken pizza made with KC Masterpiece barbecue sauce. After the game or anytime, you can't beat the fresh ingredients and authentic flavor of a Papa Murphy's Take and Bake pizza. And you know it's baked right every time because you baked it yourself. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton. Drop in or order online at papamurphys.com. Go Wolverines!
Are you a caring person that wants to help but not sure where to go? Wyoming Senior Citizen Inc. is looking for caregivers across the state. Call 307-856-6880 to find out more information. They would like to wish all Fremont County athletes good luck this year.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians. Wear light clothing. Walk on a pathway instead of the road.
Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone.
Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stand.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Welcome back. Halftime score, Evanston 28, Riverton 7, and it all came about in the final 5 minutes of the first half. It was Riverton open in the scoring. Riverton won the flip, received, and moved down the field methodically in the first. 7-play, 73-yard drive capped off by a 1-yard Derek DeVries scoring run. Saltzgaber's PAT made it Riverton 7-0, and it just felt like everything was a go, but Evanston came right back, and a 2-yard touchdown run by Brady Roberts at the 3:34 mark after Evanston put a 5-minute drive together, made it 7-6 after a bad snap on the PAT kick was no good. Riverton seemingly with a lot of the momentum here, but Riverton's next drive would end inside the red zone as Derek DeVries found a wide open Nick McIntosh, and McIntosh was not able to haul in the reception, and it would give Evanston back the football where they would go on another lengthy drive and then score on a 15-yard run by Morrow at the 4:52 mark. 2-point conversion made it 14-7 Evanston with, again, as I said, 4:52 to play in the first. Riverton would move the ball a bit, but then had to punt. The ball would be downed at the 46-yard line of Riverton after the 20-yard punt. And then Evanston on the first play from scrimmage, it would be Cohen Morrow on a shovel pass, 43 yards to Kai Barker. Barker down the Evanston sideline. Mendez PAT would make it 21-7 Evanston with 1:46 to play. Riverton would go on the move. They would get the ball into Evanston territory, but then Cohen Morrow again made a big play, this time a 57-yard interception return with 32 seconds to play. Mendez's kick made it 28-7 Evanston. And those 3 scoring drives, Baylor, came in 4 minutes, 52 seconds of that second quarter. And Riverton left the field reeling because Evanston gets the ball to open the third quarter.
It's certainly not how you want, after starting a game, obviously so effectively, 7-6 there at the end of the first quarter. It's obviously not how you want the second quarter to go, especially when your opponent is getting the ball back to start the second half. But, you know, you brought up the playoff game in 2014, the last time we won a playoff game. In that semifinal game, we were in a similar spot as this game, and we were able to fight back and, you know, make it a game against Cody that year. So, you know, definitely nothing to hang their heads about, and they shouldn't hang their heads. You know, you got to come out with the fire lit and you know, doing your best to get back in this game. The Wolverines need to do that.
This is the WyoToday.com halftime show. We'll come back. We'll look at first half stats in this 3A quarterfinal game, and we'll also look at scores from around Wyoming. This is Wolverine football on KTAK.
Hi, this is Tyler Watson, your local State Farm agent. I'm a proud sponsor of Wolverine Athletics and all of our student athletes here in Fremont County. Youth sports are a great way to build future skills that help our kids succeed in life. Teamwork, leadership, time management, and how to perform under pressure can all be learned on the field and in the gym. Good luck to each and every one of the student athletes. Go Big Red!
Tyler Watson State Farm, 618 East Washington Avenue in Riverton. Call 856-4118 or visit insuringriverton.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The Stock Dock is proud to serve all of Fremont County and surrounding areas. They are dedicated to providing the highest level of veterinarian medicine along with friendly and compassionate service. They service all pets of shapes and sizes between dogs and cows and cats and horses. They treat your animal like it's their own. The Stock Dock.
Welcome back. Evanston 28, Riverton 7 at the half. Here's Baylor Beers with a look at first half stats in this quarterfinal game from Wolverine Field.
So starting on the Evanston side of the ball, through the air, Evanston was 2 of 6 for 55 yards. Cohen Morrow started the game with 4 straight incompletions before completing 2 straight passes heading into halftime, including that. They actually both were shovel passes, 1 for 12 and 1 for 43 yards. And obviously they scored the touchdown on that 43-yarder. On the ground is where Evanston's game has been so far. 24 rushes for 136 yards. That's a 5.7-yard average per rush. And they have scored 2 touchdowns on the ground. Receiving, like I said, only 2 receptions for 55 yards. That was by Kai Barker for Evanston. Evanston has had 3 penalties so far this game for 25 penalty yards. They're 3 of 5 on third down and 2 of 2 on fourth down. They do have 191 total yards, does Evanston. Moving to Riverton, through the air, Derek DeVries is 7 of 10 for 92 yards. He does have that 1 interception. On the ground, Derek DeVries has been the main running back so far for the Wolverines. 12 rushes for 46 yards. That's a 3.8 average. He does have 1 touchdown on the ground. Only 2 other rushes by 2 Wolverine players. Ty Sheets has 1 rush for 12 yards, and Blake Gantenbein has 1 rush for 1 yard. That equates to 59 total yards on the ground for the Wolverines. That's a 4.2-yard average, and like I said, they had that touchdown. Through the air, Ty Sheets has 4 receptions for 49 yards. Nick McIntosh, 1 reception for 13 yards. Branson Salzgeber, 1 reception for 23 yards. And Clay Sheets, 1 catch for 6 yards. Total yardage for the Wolverines, they have 151 yards. They've had 1 punt of 18 yards, 3 penalties for 20 yards. They are 2 of 5 on third down, and they have not had any attempts to convert on fourth down. And those are your halftime stats for this 3A quarterfinal.
One of the big differences in this game, Baylor, compared to week 2 when these two teams met in Evanston, is that Evanston's been able to effectively take Nick McIntosh out of the Wolverine offense. In that first game, Nick McIntosh, I believe, had 10 catches for like 230 yards. His biggest output of the season was against these Evanston Red Devils back in early September.
It's surprising, too, because Evanston's come out with a lot of 7-man, 8-man boxes, 8 men in the box, which they're obviously trying to stop what has been a potent Wolverine rushing attack the last, 5 weeks. So it's surprising that they've been able to inhibit Nick McIntosh's production thus far this game. But we did see glimpses there on that one drive where they had that missed field goal, had 2 long passes. The one to Ty Sheets was contested heavily and was a great pass by DeVries, and then that one to Nick McIntosh, like we said, a wide open play. Nick McIntosh, unfortunately, just wasn't able to come up with the ball. So I'm confident that the Wolverines can get something going. They will find those cracks in the Evanston defense.
Well, and they're going to need a stop as Evanston will receive this second half kickoff. We'll be back after a break. We'll look at scores from around Wyoming in high school playoff action. This is Wolverine football on KTAK and the WyoToday.com halftime show.
Let's go, all Fremont County athletes. I, Matt Gordon from Fremont Chevy, would like to wish all teams this year good luck and bring back some championships to this county. If you need a new ride to get to and from those away games, stop down at 1401 North Federal Boulevard or call 307-851-3797 and let me help you get to the games. Your sales professional, Matt Gordon.
Wind River Family and Community Healthcare has clinics located in Arapahoe, Ethity, and Riverton. We provide family medical services along with dental, optometry, behavioral health, physical and occupational therapy, and more. Our in-house lab and pharmacy at all locations make for a one-stop primary healthcare center for your healthcare needs. Wind River Family and Community Healthcare is striving for a stronger, healthier community because Wind River cares. More information can be found at windrivercares.com.
Midway is at an all-out clear-out for the new 2022 campers with the best price guarantee. Midway has financing with no money down, no payments for the rest of the year. Low interest rates on sweet fifth wheel. Dealer incentives up to $25,000 on toy haulers. Top dollar on trade-ins and door-to-door delivery. It's Midway's all-out clear-out. MidwayCampers.com. Midway, when you expect the best.
Enjoy fresh-made pizza.
Welcome back on the WyoToday.com halftime show. Cody Beers, Baylor Beers here, 28-7 Evanston, and Evanston will receive the second half kickoff. We've got some updates on scores from around the state, courtesy of WyoPreps.com.
In Class 1A 9-man, Wind River in the fourth quarter is up on Lusk now 54-6. In another 1A 9-man game, Southeast is beating Riverside 50-20. That one is also in the fourth quarter. Let's see, at halftime in Class 2A, Torrington is up on Cokeville 21-14. And then also in the second quarter, Lovell is beating Bighorn 14-13. So 2 updated scores from 2A. In 3A, we have a final score out of Star Valley. Star Valley defeats Worland 62-0. Still in the second quarter, Buffalo is up on Powell 21-0. And then at halftime, Cody is beating Douglas 21-0 in Class 3A. Class 4A, in the second quarter, Sheridan has opened it up a little bit, now up 45-0 over Kelly Walsh. Thunder Basin and Campbell County, kind of an interesting game, cross-city game for a playoff matchup. In the second quarter, Thunder Basin currently leads 20-12. At halftime, Natrona County is beating Cheyenne Central 7-3, and then in the second quarter, Cheyenne East playing a close one so far with Rock Springs, only Cheyenne East up 14-7 over Rock Springs.
That 3A score, Baylor, with Powell and Buffalo. What was the update on that?
Buffalo is still leading 21-0 in the second quarter. I'm assuming that game is at halftime now. Haven't had an update on Wild Preps.
Boy, that's huge in that game. Buffalo right now looking like they could be the only East 3A team to advance, but still a half to play here at Wolverine Field. Riverton trailing 28-7. This is the WyoToday.com halftime show. I'm Cody Beers. He's Baylor Beers. We'll be back with the second half on KTAK.
At Peretz, 519 West Main in Riverton. Open for lunch and dinner Monday through Friday. Closed on weekends. Call 857-7306 to order for pickup or delivery with DoorDash. Peretz.
I spend a lot of time driving in Wyoming, and if there's a common theme is that Our roads are long and the towns are far apart. Most Wyomingites buckle their seatbelts, but still 20% do not.
Wyoming law dictates that every person in a vehicle must wear a seatbelt at all times. Seatbelts reduce the risk of death by 45% and reduce the risk of injury by 50% in all motor vehicle crashes.
I buckle up to secure my journey and to protect what matters most, my family. Our Yellowstone region is home to breathtaking beauty, but please, drive with caution and buckle your seatbelt, for you and your family's sake.
Remember, Wyoming, your safety is our priority. Please buckle up, not only for your safety, but it's the law.
Quality in Thermopolis offers great rates, a convenient location, standard room and family rooms with bunk beds. Choice Hotel members earn points while you stay. Quality Inn is proud to support Fremont and Hot Springs County student athletes.
28-7 as the teams get ready, get warmed up over on the side, and Evanston now wearing their winter coats. Riverton substitutes wearing the Wolverine football black jackets, and Riverton gonna have to warm up. Baylor, they in the keys to this second half, you've got to take one step at a time. First step is to stop Evanston with your defense, and then let the Wolverine offense see if they can drive down and cut into this lead a bit.
Absolutely. I'll go a little bit more specific. We have to, on defense, find an answer for
Cohen Morrow
and Brady Roberts. Brady Roberts, like I said, 83 yards on the ground right now. That's when you average 4.5 to 5 yards per carry. That's pretty easy to continue drives for the Evanston Red Devils. And then on offense, we need to unlock our playmakers. Need to unlock Nick McIntosh and also continue feeding the ball to Clay Sheets on those long passes.
Ty Sheets.
Oh, how about Ty and Clay Sheets?
Yeah, well,
everybody.
Why not? Throw it to both Sheets. Anyway. Wow, boy, that end of the first half kind of caught us all by surprise. But Riverton going to come out. They'll kick it away, and they'll have to kick it into the heart of this excellent special teams duo, Kai Barker and Drew Barker, the two brothers for this Evanston team. But Riverton needs a stop to start this second half off, and I'm sure the coaches put a lot of emphasis on that early on. So Riverton will line up to kick it off, and Hunter Saltzgaver will kick things off to start things for Riverton. And back deep is number 3 for Evanston, Drew Barker. So Kai Barker back on the side, and so they've got to sniff that out and try to kick it past one of them. It's going to be hard on the ground and picked up right at the 40 by Evanston, and they'll get excellent field position. That ball was kicked hard at Caden Marlar, and he'll down it right at the 40, so excellent play by Marlar. 1st and 10 for Evanston, right on the 40-yard line.
Looked like Riverton maybe tried to employ the old kick it as hard as you can at the front line and see if it bounces off of them. Unfortunately, didn't work out, but able to keep the ball away from the Barkers back there.
I remember a kicker in Riverton Junior Football League at one time that used to perform that very well. 1st and 10 for Evanston at their own 40. Wolverines putting 5 guys in the box, and Roberts breaks it outside on 1st down. He's inside the 40 of Riverton, and unfortunately when you stack the box and it's blocked correctly, Roberts now well over 100 yards after he runs 16 yards on 1st down. And will go all the way to the Riverton 39.
Looked like a 21-yard rush there. His longest play of the game so far. Yeah, he's up over 100 now, 104 yards on 19 carries.
Officially a gain of 16 on the play. 1st and 10 for Evanston. Hand off to Roberts. He'll go off right tackle, and he'll gain about 4 yards on 1st down. And you are right, that was a gain of 21. So 2nd down and a long 6 after back-to-back Roberts runs. And, boy, Riverton getting a steady diet of the senior running back here on a Friday night. So 2nd down and 7 for Evanston. They've got 3 receivers left, 1 right. And it'll be another handoff to Roberts. That time he'll be stopped by a gang of Wolverine defenders. And that one led by Nathan Mills, also Zarek Prosser, and Ryan Watson on the tackle. So Mills will come up, and Hunter Riemann will come back on the field. It'll be 3rd and 8. And is there a bigger down right now in this ball game with 10:30 to play in the 3rd quarter? Morrow in the gun, 3 receivers left. Wolverines drop into coverage. We'll get a blitz. Morrow complete, but we're going to get a holding call. And the back judge hit one of the Evanston offensive linemen right in the chest with that flag. And it's going to be a holding call on Evanston. So big flag comes out on that hold.
Say a chop block.
Oh, chop block. All right. Well, big penalty.
Should be a 15-yarder, I believe, against Evanston.
The back judge will count it off. A big penalty all the way back to the 48 of Evanston. And so that's a break for the Wolverines on that chop block penalty.
It's a big difference when you go from 3rd and 7 to 3rd and 22 for the Evanston Red Devils.
Evanston can get a 1st down on the 29 of Riverton. Right now they're on the 48. 4 receivers set for Morrow and the Evanston Red Devils. He will drop to pass. It'll be a center screen to Roberts. Riverton going to have to find a way to tackle the big man, and he'll get inside the 40. Original line of scrimmage for, and now we've got a Evanston Red Devil on the field. Looks like he's in some pain. And it's going to be down to about the 38-yard line, where it'll be 4th and about 8 on the play when we come back. We'll go with it. This is Wolverine football on KTAK.
For more than 60 years, RTO Point S has been installing quality tires and offering expert vehicle service in Fremont County, with 2 locations on South Federal and West Main in Riverton. RTO Point S is proud to support our Fremont County student athletes.
Head to Nana's Bowling and Bakery in DuBois for Family Fun Night. Now booking parties for all ages and occasions. To reserve your company, family, or birthday party, call 455-3660. Nana's Bowling and Bakery is proud to support Fremont County student athletes. B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
Injured Evanston Red Devil, Taryn Hawes, the 6', 200-pound junior. 4th and 9 at the Riverton 39. Morrow in the gun. He'll drop. It's going to be another screen, incomplete. That pass intended for Kai Barker, and the Riverton Wolverine defense holds. Big hold by the Riverton defense, and the Wolverines now with an opportunity. First time they have stopped Evanston all night.
Yeah, before that, Evanston 2 of 2 on 4th down. That's obviously their first failure. Kind of in no man's land was Evanston there.
So 1st and 10 for Riverton, trailing 28-7 with 9:25 to play here in the 3rd.
I will say the Riverton defensive line definitely keying hard on that screen. They're biting really hard. Definitely something to look at going forward.
Derek DeVries in the gun. 4 receivers set. It'll be DeVries right up the middle on 1st down. He's going to gain 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 3 for Riverton. you've got to set up the pass with the run, and that's more than likely what's going to happen here as Branson Saltzgaver comes out of the game. Also Caden Liebrecht, and we'll get receivers in the game now for Riverton, 2nd and 4.
Not, obviously we're still in the third quarter, the beginning of the third quarter, but definitely don't want to extend drives too much if you're Riverton with how much Evanston can grind from the clock themselves.
2 receivers right. DeVries will roll right, and he'll throw over the middle, complete to Jackson Larson. It'll be a Riverton first down on the 47 of Evanston. Clock running. 8:41 to play. They'll start it as soon as the sticks move. Riverton has got to be in a little bit of a hurry to run offense here. Clock running now inside 8:30 to go in the third. Riverton trailing by 21. This Riverton offense capable of big things. And they'll come out looking for a solid drive here to open the third. Here's DeVries under center. 2 receivers left. And that trap play to Ty Sheets goes nowhere. That's good for about once a game, and it goes for no gain on first down. So tackle on the play by the interior of that defense.
You wouldn't guess who made initial contact for Evanston, kind of blew that up. It was Cohen Morrow.
The middle linebacker.
Everywhere.
And quarterback. One of the best players in Wyoming is Morrow. Wind River wins it out at Pavilion. Final score, Wind River 68, Lusk 6.
Wow.
So congratulations to the Wind River Cougars on to the state semifinals. Next week they'll play at home. There's DeVries in the shotgun. He'll drop to pass. Looking right, now running right over midfield. He'll complete the pass.
Wow.
And wow, what a catch by Jackson Larson. I believe DeVries might have been able to trying to throw it away, and it ends up as a complete pass, and it'll be now 3rd down and 2 for Riverton.
That was a fantastic catch by Jackson Larson. Kind of caught him by surprise and hit him right in the chest, and then he caught it going to the ground after the little bobble.
3rd and 2 at the 39 of Evanston. And a play coming in from Coach Linhart. Switching places, Talon Tolman. DeVries will drop to pass. He'll throw long down the left side. One-on-one play, incomplete. That pass intended for Nick McIntosh. Coverage on the play by Drew Barker. So 4th now and 2 for Riverton. Little bonfire burning over on the other side. I noticed the chain gang for Riverton was around it, trying to keep their hands warm, and there's a pretty decent crowd around that bonfire over on the far side of the field.
I would expect Riverton to be going for almost every 4th down from here on out.
4th and 2 for the Wolverines. And looks like Morrow going to brush right up the middle for Evanston, and boy, that's a costly timeout as Mark Linhart takes a timeout with 6:35 to play in the third. It's Evanston 28, Riverton 7.
Service Plumbing in Riverton serves all of Fremont County for both new construction and repairs. For a bid on your next plumbing project, bring your plans to Service Plumbing, 201 Webwood Road in Riverton. Service Plumbing, proud to support our Fremont County athletes. Overhead Door Company of Riverton and Lander is your premier dealer for quality windows and doors, featuring quality brands like Anderson, Colby, Larson Storm Doors, and more. Overhead Door Company is proud to support our Fremont County student athletes.
Welcome back. 28-7 Evanston, 6:35 to play in the third. Riverton facing a 4th and 2. And Baylor, you're an old lineman. What's the call here? Do you run it?
I mean, DeVries has been pretty effective running up the middle, which is surprising because Evanston has kind of stacked the box kind of all game. So, I mean, DeVries is your playmaker. I think you put the ball in his hands and let see what he can do with it.
DeVries under center. Cohen Morrow is going to rush the quarterback. We've got double reverse on fourth down. Nick McIntosh, he'll get a first down. We'll give an A for creativity on that fourth down play. And Nick McIntosh will run for a Riverton first down. Man, they pulled out all the stops on that one.
That's one of those plays that kind of makes you nervous on a fourth down because it just takes so long to develop. Evanston had quite a few guys in the backfield there. But great play by Nick McIntosh, able to pick up the first down.
You put the ball in the hands of the guys who got you there, and that time McIntosh for a Riverton first down at the 34 of Evanston. First down, Riverton. DeVries barking out signals, and it's going to be a Wildcat back to, and there they're going to hit a lineman in the foot. And Branson Saltzgaver was in the area, but it hit a lineman. And I believe they're going to call, that was a weird call as they were going to look downfield for Derek DeVries deep. Officials get together, believe they may throw the flag. Is it a rule in high school if the ball hits a lineman? They're going to say no penalty on the play. So incomplete pass as the ball was hiked to Ty Sheets and then to Gantenbein. He was looking for Derek DeVries down the right sideline. That was just bizarre. It did not go anywhere. And blowing it up, Cohen Morrow. So second down and 10 for Riverton. And Riverton in 4-down territory, looking to do something here with the ball. Here's DeVries. He'll stop. And he throws it long in the neighborhood of McIntosh. Double covered, incomplete. And boy, I'll tell you, great coverage on the play by Evanston. It was Drew Barker and also number 4, Cole Robinette, from the front and the back of Nick McIntosh. Third down and 10 for Riverton at the 34. And if there is a silver lining in this, is that the clock does stop. 6:15 to play, third quarter.
Evanston still doing an effective job limiting McIntosh. Unfortunately, double coverage.
Riverton stretches the field. That was a nice-looking pass. Now, 4 receivers set, and they'll all end up on the right side as Talon Tolman goes in motion. It'll be DeVries running off the left side. He'll be inside the 30 down to the 29-yard line, where now it'll be 4th and 5 for Riverton. They've got to go to the 24 for a first down, and they're sitting at the 29. So another 4th down for the Wolverines.
Good play call there, knowing Coach Linhart knowing that he doesn't need to pick up all 10 yards in one play when you are going to go for it on 4th down. So able to get halfway there.
Play coming in, Gantenbein coming in, Jackson Larson comes out for the Wolverines. 4th and 5. Need a first down in a biggest way to the Wolverines. So DeVries comes under center, 5:27 to play here in the third. Branson Saltzgaver in motion. It's going to be a halfback pass. Gantenbein downfield, wide open, touchdown. Oh, they're going to say incomplete. Nick McIntosh apparently dropped the ball going to the ground, and he's holding both hands up. He can't believe it. But they're going to say incomplete, and he was open. And Nick McIntosh with the ball in his hands, unable to complete that catch. It was a brilliant call. He was open, and it'll go over on downs to the Evanston Red Devils. Just a tough night for the senior Nick McIntosh. Blake Gantenbein with the perfect pass, Baylor.
Yeah. Nick McIntosh had beat his man there and just laid it up there and let him make a play where only he would be able to catch the ball.
Riverton in the 5-down lineman, and it'll be Cohen Morrow is going to be wrapped up, but he's going to break a tackle, and he will try to get the edge, but coming up making a good tackle on the play was McIntosh. Hit Morrow low, and man, that one probably hurt if you're Nick McIntosh. Short gain for Evanston on first down. It looked like Morrow might have been off to the races.
Looked like Nick McIntosh maybe taking out some frustration on that hit. So maybe it didn't hurt all that bad.
2nd and 7. Riverton still in that 5 down lineman as Riverton made that adjustment at halftime. Here's Morrow. He'll hand off to Roberts straight up the middle, and it'll be Roberts on another short gain where Evanston will have a 3rd and 4 following that gain of right at 4 yards for Brady Roberts.
Evanston 3 of 6 thus far on 3rd down.
Brady Roberts' stats in the game?
22 for 110. So
wow.
still effective.
408 and counting here in the 3rd. Riverton now looking to get off the field, force another 3 and out. Morrow in the gun. We'll have 3 receivers left for the Evanston Red Devils. In no hurry to snap the ball is Cohen Morrow. In motion, Kai Barker. Morrow back to pass, complete over the middle. It'll be a 1st down for Evanston. Clayton Cook on that catch. 6'4", 190-pound junior making the catch, and another 1st down for Evanston. And Evanston now in the rhythm offensively, Baylor, just moving the ball downfield.
Riverton had really good coverage all around the field. Unfortunately, Clayton Cook there was just able to slip in behind the linebackers. And when you're running a zone scheme, that's what you look for. You look for those little holes you can sit in.
I formation for Evanston. Roberts in the I. He'll get the pitch, and he'll try to get the edge. Nathan Mills going to come on, make the tackle for Riverton. No gain. So good play by Nathan Mills, the senior. Also Caden Liebrecht in, and it'll be no gain on the play. Actually, loss of 1 for Evanston. I believe first time all day they've held Roberts to a loss on a run. So 2nd and 11, 2:55 and counting to go in the 3rd. Riverton desperately needs to get its offense back on the field. Here's the handoff straight up the middle to Roberts. He'll cut left, and the Wolverine defense with another big play. That's Derek DeVries and Jackson Larson leading the way on Roberts.
Roberts' 24th rush of the game, perhaps feeling it a little bit at this point.
3rd and 10 for Evanston.
That's a lot of work for a running back in high school. That's what we're hoping anyways.
Anymore, you just don't see running backs packing the ball more than about 10, 15 times a game. 3rd and 10, passing situation for the Red Devils. 3 receivers right. Morrow going to come out right. A lot of time. He'll throw it deep down the right side. It's going to fall incomplete. Ty Sheets on that coverage. Pass intended for Drew Barker. 4th and 10, and the Wolverine defense does its job. And Evanston now on to attempt its first punt of the night. 154 and counting here as that incomplete pass results in the clock stopping. And boy, Riverton just unable to score here in the 3rd, and time is running short for a comeback. So back deep for Riverton is going to be Nick McIntosh. Receiver back Barker, near block for Riverton. McIntosh comes on, makes the fair catch at the 30-yard line. We've got a flag down on the 40, and we'll see what it is. It looks like it's on Evanston. They're going to say, I believe, holding. Boy, if you're Riverton, I think you move them back again. Why not take an opportunity to get a return? But I think maybe they'll give Riverton the ball, and it'll be Riverton 1st and 10 at their own 30.
Thought Riverton would get an option to take that 10 yards on the return, but I guess
I'm
not.
not sure that's the way that happens in high school football, but we do watch too much NFL football too. So 1st and 10 for Riverton at their own 30.
Score here before the break would be huge.
DeVries in the gun, 2 receivers right. DeVries looks right, then throws the middle screen to Gantenbein. He's over the 35, over the 40, 45, 50, inside the 50, all the way down to the 42 on first down. Big run, 28 yards on the play for Riverton. First down, Wolverines, all the way to the 41, officially 29 yards.
That was Gantenbein on that catch. Is that
Yeah, Blake Gantenbein with that little screen. That's what you do to teams that have a big rush, and that was a well-called and well-designed play for Riverton.
Riverton kind of giving Evanston a little bit of their own medicine with that one.
First and 10 at the Evanston 41. 122 and counting here in the third. DeVries will drop. He'll pass right side, complete to Nick McIntosh. That'll go for a short gain down to about the 39-yard line, where it'll be 2nd and 8. I know you're trying to stretch the field, but that stretched it from one side to the other. 2nd and 8 for the Wolverines. Now inside a minute to play in the third quarter. DeVries in the gun, 4 receivers set. DeVries going to run up the middle, inside the 35, all the way down near the 30. Goes Derek DeVries. It'll be a gain on the play of 7 and near a first down. Do they give it? They get it. As Wolverines with a 9-yard run. That's Derek DeVries. And that was Riverton got a break on that one. 20 seconds to play, third quarter. DeVries in the gun, 4 receivers set again for Riverton. Pass left side complete, Ty Sheets. It's going to go for another 10-yard gain with 6 seconds to play. Not sure if Riverton will attempt another play, but the Wolverines on the move. It'll be a first down at the 21 of Evanston. Clock's running, and it's going to run out. Riverton on the move, still trailing 28-7. We'll see if the Wolverines can punch it in and make this a ball game when we start the fourth quarter on KTAK.
381 Subs and Salads is the newest addition to Fremont County. They offer salads, sandwiches, ice cream, and Lotus drinks. 381 Subs and Salads is located at 702 East Main Street in Riverton.
If you're planning home improvement projects, look no further than Valley Lumber. They provide nothing but the best, from lumber, power tools, hardware, paint, plumbing supplies. If you need it, they have it. Valley Lumber at 290 North 2nd Street in Lander.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunner's Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunner's Automotive, 856-2288.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
Welcome back as we start the fourth quarter. Derek DeVries in the gun, 3 receivers right, 2 left. DeVries going to take off running. He's got a big lane up the middle inside the, right to the 11-yard line goes Derek DeVries. And it'll be a Wolverine first down, I believe. Yes, they're going to say first down Riverton. So 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Wolverines on the move.
It's the third play in a row that has resulted in a first down for the Wolverines. That's a positive boost to the morale.
Boy, when you can spread the field like that and then you've got a quarterback that runs like Derek DeVries, what a bonus it is. 3 receivers left for Riverton. In motion, Talon Tolman. DeVries going to take off running and nowhere to go. He's going to get gobbled up on the play. That tackle by Brady Roberts, the really good running back for Evanston. That just did not work. They sniffed that one out. Loss of 4 on the play, actually loss of 3. So 2nd and 13 for Riverton. They can get a first down inside the 2. And time is becoming huge commodity for Evanston. DeVries in the gun. 2 receivers right, 1 left. DeVries will drop. He throws it in the middle. Ty Sheets, and it's going to be broken up on the play again. Kai Barker pushes Ty Sheets out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. So great coverage by Evanston, as Riverton really has had their way on plays like this throughout this second half of the season. And Evanston with the big play. 3rd and 13. Kai Barker, he's for real in the secondary.
Yeah, he has an advantage because he's 6'3". Ty Sheets comes in at 5'11", so that extra 4 inches definitely doesn't hurt if you're Kai Barker.
Derek DeVries back on the field, talking things over with his coach. 5 receivers set for Riverton. Now looking to the left, and they're counting in the back judge. And we're going to get another timeout taken by Riverton. Man, what a tough call that is. Riverton down to 1 timeout, trailing 28-7 with 11:06 to play. We'll be back.
Pick me up. Lander Coffee Company serves delicious, fresh roasted coffee, tea, and other drinks. Come to think of it, why not start your day with their quick, healthy breakfasts, like one of their famous acai bowls, or maybe a breakfast burrito? Just need a quick snack? They got you. Stop by, fuel up, and enjoy at 1255 Main Street in Lander at the Lander Coffee Company.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
Welcome back. 28-7 ball game. We just got a scoring update in from Buffalo, Baylor.
Yeah, Buffalo has lengthened or expanded the lead over Powell, 35-0 now. That's in the 3rd quarter. Cody is up on Douglas, 28-0 in the 3rd quarter. And then, like I said, Star Valley beat Worland 62-0.
Winner of this game likely plays Cody next week. Cody hoping for a Riverton loss, which would give Cody a home game. Here's Derek DeVries. He'll look left, pump, throw it over the middle. Ty Sheets inside the 5, down to the 3. It's going to be a yard short for a Riverton first down, but very makeable 4th down here for the Wolverines. And you got to think you're going to get behind your quarterback and you're going to push him and try to push Cohen Morrow as the big guys come in for Riverton. When I say big, it's all relative, because coming in off the bench, the lineman, young guy, sophomore, 5'8", 190, Aiden Sanchez, but he has proven over and over again he's tough. So the Wolverines getting the personnel on the field that they need with 11 minutes to play, and the Wolverines needing 2 yards for a first down.
Back judge already has his hand up. Now he's counting.
DeVries in the gun. Wolverines break the huddle. DeVries, and it's going to be a pass back to Derek DeVries, intercepted, but we're going to get a pass interference call on Evanston. He's going to run it all the way back as Cohen Morrow, but it's going to go back the other way, and it'll be a first down for the Wolverines after it was a pass interference call, I believe. We have not seen the call yet, but the one lone lineman for Riverton he's sure of it. He's standing down there by himself. That's Ryan Watson on the 15.
Looks like Evanston knew what was happening. Cohen Morrow ran all the way down the field and then immediately turned back to come to the other end. So
I believe Brady Roberts is going to get called for that penalty, as DeVries was basically tackled. I think Blake Gantenbein could have ran in with the score, but they had that sniffed out big time, did the Evanston Red Devils. So the call, pass interference, on Evanston, and it'll be a first down for the Wolverines.
That is a huge
Is it
break.
automatic? No, it's fourth down still.
Oh.
So half the distance, fourth and less than 1. As now in motion, Liebrecht. DeVries going to have to take it inside. Can he get there? Boy, he didn't get it. Boy, it's close. They've got it down inside the 2, and nope, they're going to say Evanston held on fourth down.
How are they not calling out a first down on that penalty?
I don't believe it is a first down in high school football. You get half the distance.
But it's always a 15-yard penalty.
But it's not when it's inside the 5. So I'm not sure what happened there, but Evanston will get the ball back. Deep in their own territory, Riverton unable to score on fourth down, coming up about a half a yard short. That's tough. The Wolverine offense has just been held out several times tonight of scoring. First down for the Red Devils on their own 2. Boy, if you're the Wolverine defense, why don't you pull out the stops on this one? There's the handoff to Roberts, straight up the middle, nobody there. They're trying to take the ball away from the big man, Brady Roberts, but he's all the way out, 21-yard run to their own 23. Evanston Red Devils came to play football tonight, and they have taken advantage of opportunities to build a lead, and now their defense holds Riverton outside the touchdown twice in this game, well inside the red zone. First down and 10 now for Evanston. Morrow under center. He'll hand it off to the fullback. First one through. He'll be tackled by a host of Wolverines. Caden Liebrecht on that tackle. And the run by number 58 for Evanston, Jaron Welling. I'm not sure he was running it, but I believe he did line up at fullback. So second down and 7 for Evanston. Wolverines need a stop right here. 9:39 to play in this one. Morrow under center. Roberts deep in the eye. He'll get the handoff over the left tackle, and Roberts nearly broke it. Ryan Watson with the touchdown-saving tackle, and it'll be a first down out to the 37-yard line. Evanston has done to Riverton what Riverton has done to many teams in this second half of the season. And how many times have they ran the ball tonight, Baylor?
34 times in total. 201 yards on the ground for Evanston.
Just chewing up clock and chewing up the big uglies. First down and 10 for the Red Devils on the 36. There's Roberts. He'll run over the right side where he'll be taken down by Ryan Cox. Also in on the play, Jarek Prosser for the Wolverines. Second and 9 for the Red Devils. If this holds up, Evanston will go back home 220-some miles. Next week they will drive over 300 yards north and most likely pay the Cody Bronx, who are up 28-0. Star Valley with a win tonight. Buffalo up big on Powell. I don't understand that score at all, 35-0. Here's the handoff to Roberts, right into the middle of that Riverton defense. Ryan Cox in on that tackle. Also, number 56 for the Wolverines, Xavier Garcia. 3rd and 8 for Evanston. Running clock. Riverton with one timeout left and only 7:54 to score 3 touchdowns and tie up this game. Here's Morrow. Evanston running clock. So Morrow brings his team to the line of scrimmage. In the gun is Cohen Morrow. 3 receivers left for Evanston. And we're going to get a timeout taken by Evanston. That'll be Steve Moore saying, let's talk this over. We'll take a break. This is Riverton football on KTAK facing a 3rd and 8 when we come back.
Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
3rd and 9 for Evanston. Corin Moore will drop the pass. It's complete over the middle. That pass will go complete to Barker, and it'll be a 1st and 10 for Evanston at the 44-yard line of Riverton. So Evanston continuing to run clock as we move inside 7 minutes to play. And a 1st and 10 for the Red Devils, leading 28-7 on the WyoToday.com scoreboard. First round 3A playoff game. Winner moves on to play Cody, who has had a big lead in this one. Riverton going to get a good stop that time on running back Bricken Rich, a junior 5'10", 175-pounder. Short gain for Rich. Actually, they're going to say no gain on the play. 2nd and 10 for Evanston. Running clock. 6:20 to play in this ball game. Evanston just running clock very efficiently in the second half. Only has had to punt the ball once in the ball game. 3 receivers left side for the Red Devils. Roberts, left side. He'll break through the Riverton runners. It's going to be a 1st down and more all the way down inside the 30 for Brady Roberts, and another Evanston 1st down.
Roberts now 159 yards on the ground. Just a very good running back.
Boy, and Evanston has won the battle up front tonight. The offensive line just pushing around Riverton throughout this game. 1st and 10 for Evanston at the 31-yard line of Riverton. 5:39 to play. Morrow will drop the ball, and dropping him for a big loss on the play will be Zarek Prosser. So good penetration by the defensive line of the Wolverines will make it 2nd and 16 for Riverton. Winner of this game improves to 5-5 on the season. And the loser will start looking at the winter sports scene. Actually a beautiful night. Really no wind blowing in this one. Full moon, but very chilly. There's Morrow in the gun. 2nd and 16 after that loss. He'll drop the pass. He'll throw it over the middle. Wide open. Drew Barker. Ball was thrown on the other side of Barker. And coverage on that play, Ty Sheets, and he's probably the most relieved person in Fremont County.
Evanston kind of a surprise there, giving the Wolverines a stoppage of the clock with that incomplete pass. Kind of a surprising play call when you're up by 3 possessions here in a playoff game.
3rd and 16 for Evanston at the Riverton 37. They can get a 1st down on the 21. Morrow will drop the pass. It'll be a center screen to Kai Barker. And Riverton really has had no answer for Barker. He's going to be held shy of a first down on the 25-yard line. Gain of 12 on the play for Kai Barker. And what a great weapon he is. Officially down to the 26-yard line. So gain of 11 on the play, where it'll be 3rd down and 5 for Evanston. Is it 4th down right now?
Should be 4th down.
Okay, so 4th and 6. They have not changed. There it is, 4th and 6. Morrow to pass, and an incomplete pass. He tried to find Barker on the screenplay. It'll be Wolverine football. So Riverton football, they hold on 4th down, and we were all watching the sticks over on the other side of the field. 1st down and 10 for the Wolverines on their own 26. And right now you'd just like to see the Wolverines get a drive here and prove that they can punch one in against Evanston. That was a problem, Baylor, back in week 2. And down in UNA County, Riverton getting in the red zone 3 or 4 times and unable to score.
Yeah, I believe a fumble and interception were the issues there in Evanston. The score would be good.
DeVries, he'll throw left side to Sheets. Ty over the 30, now out toward the 35-yard line. Nice gain for Ty Sheets on 1st down. Riverton now going to have to be in the hurry-up offense. 4:06 to play. Clock is running. 2nd down and 3 for Riverton. Going to have to throw it downfield. DeVries left side, complete. And it'll be a 1st down, complete to Blake Gantenbein at the 37-yard line. Wolverine 1st down as Gantenbein will get out of bounds on the play. Got to see Riverton, after they get that initial 1st down, they're going to have to heave-ho it downfield. Wolverines coming back on the field. Hunter Saltzgaver in the lineup as DeVries calls out the play. 1st and 10, 3:53 to play. DeVries in the gun, and 5 seconds as the back judge counting. DeVries will throw right side to Hunter Saltzgaver. He'll cut inside and then be tackled at the line of scrimmage. Great tackle that time by Cohen Morrow. 2nd and 10 for Riverton, and now the Wolverines just going back into the huddle.
Surprised that the Wolverines aren't trying more down the field kind of plays, but it appears that they may have conceded this one to Evanston.
3:20 and counting. Wolverines trying to get the necessary personnel on the field. 2nd and 10 for Riverton. In no hurry as we wind toward 3 minutes to play. DeVries in the gun. 4 receiver set. DeVries will roll left. Cut back inside. He's going to be taken down by this Evanston defense. And the leader on that play, Cole Robinette. 3rd and 12 now for the Wolverines. And that one hurt as Derek DeVries holding that left arm, trying to flex it. Went down hard on the turf. 2:36 and counting. 3rd and 12 for the Wolverines. Evanston going to move on. They'll travel to Cody next week in the 3A semifinals. Right now it looks like Buffalo is going to make a trip to Star Valley. Pass left side complete. Nick McIntosh, and a Wolverine 1st down up at the 48-yard line. So good looking pass and a Wolverine 1st down to the 48-yard line. 1st down Riverton. McIntosh able to step out of bounds and stop the clock with 2:15 to play. 1st down for Riverton. 3 down linemen for Evanston just playing back center field as McIntosh drops another pass. Ball goes out of bounds, and now he's starting to fight his head a little bit, just upset with himself. And you can see that. I mean, Nick McIntosh, he's been a football vacuum the whole season, having himself an all-state season, along with Ty Sheets, Derek DeVries, other likely all-staters for the Wolverines. 2:13 to play, 2nd and 10 for Riverton on their own 48. Wolverines need a miracle. 4 receivers set. DeVries. Evanston playing that 2 deep, 3 deep zone almost against the Wolverines. DeVries will drop. He's looking deep. He'll take off running. He's going to be inside the 45 and down near a first down at the 43-yard line. Timeout called on the play. It's going to be a Riverton first down. So Riverton first down on the 42 of Evanston. And now you start taking shots toward the end zone. Inside 2 minutes, 1:57 to play. Wolverines just trying to get a drive here at the end of this ball game. 2 receivers right. Evanston going to play in the 3A semifinals. DeVries loses the ball. He's going to take a bunch of hits, and then he'll force his way forward for a short gain. Wow. 2nd and 9 at the 42. Boy, and the sticks guy must have some cold hands over there. He's not changing those downs very often. 1:21 to play. 2nd and 9. Star Valley, a big winner tonight, 62-0 over Worland. Cody, I believe, up on Douglas, 28-0. It's going to be Buffalo winning over Powell in a big way. There's DeVries, long over the middle, complete to Saltzgaver, and a huge hit by Kai Barker on the play. And Barker is hurt. He's down after delivering that hit on Branson Saltzgaver, and that could have been well, I don't know if they even call that in high school football, but it was a hit on a defenseless receiver, and Kai Barker takes the worst of it. He's down, and they're holding on to his head. So we'll take a break. 50 seconds to play. Evanston going to win this one. It's Evanston 28, Riverton 7. We'll be back.
Now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Wyoming Waste.
Welcome back. Kai Barker up and walks off the field. It looked like he was hurt, but he's got his helmet off, and he'll probably be done for the night. 1st and 10 for Riverton, another time inside the red zone here. Riverton would like to punch it in here, at least make an attempt here as we wind down a very good season for the Wolverines. Here's DeVries. He'll throw across the middle, incomplete. Pass intended for Nick McIntosh. 2nd and 10 for Riverton. And the clock should stop. 29 seconds to play. My bad. We've got red lights all over the parking lot. 1A, 2A volleyball taking place at Riverton Middle School and Riverton High School. The reason why Riverton's hosting both, because Lander's hosting 3A. 2nd and 10. DeVries looks left, and he'll take off running into the middle of this defense. And the ball is out and loose, and Evanston, do they? Yes, they recover. And that's going to do it. The Evanston Red Devils are going to win this game, and boy, that was a gutsy run by Derek DeVries, and he just lost the ball. The Evanston Red Devils going to advance to the 3A semifinals with a big win over the Wolverines, keyed by 3 touchdowns in the final 5 minutes of the first half. Neither team has scored in the second half, but it was a 5-minute period that just got away from the Wolverines. A 15-yard run by Cohen Morrow, a 43-yard shovel pass from Morrow to Barker, and then Morrow on a 57-yard interception return. And Evanston will take a knee, and the clock will run out on Riverton's season. It's the Evanston Red Devils 28, Riverton 7. Congratulations to Coach Stephen Moore and the Evanston Red Devils moving on to the 3A semifinals. And also congratulations to the Riverton Wolverines and Coach Mark Linhart, who never thought early in this season that they would play in the playoffs, but they did tonight. And unfortunately, it ends with a 28-7 loss at the hands of the Evanston Red Devils. We'll be back with the post-game show. This is Riverton football on KTAK as Morrow and Derek DeVries hug each other on the Riverton R right here on Wolverine Field. We'll be back with the post-game show.
Teams dismiss their opponents like Wyoming Waste dismisses your trash. They offer services from roll-off cans, commercial, and residential garbage. Wyoming Waste Services, Fremont County, Hot Springs County, Washakie County. They are open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Please call 307-856-5354 or stop down at the Riverton office, 730 South Broadway. Wyoming Waste wants to wish everyone in Fremont County good luck in their sports this year.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Welcome back to the post-game show brought to you by Click It or Ticket. And final score in this one, Evanston 28, Riverton 7. A tough loss for the Wolverines, but congratulations to Evanston first-year coach Steve Moore, who comes in and after a long bout as assistant coach for Evanston in year one, the Evanston Red Devils with a 28-7 win tonight over the Riverton Wolverines. We're going to go over stats. We're going to have Coach Mark Linhart here on the postgame, but let's get some scores from around Wyoming. Here's Baylor Beers.
Starting in Class 1A 6-man, Little Snake River defeats Hewlett 74-20. Little Snake River trailed 12-6 in the first quarter, and then outscored Hewlett. What would that be? 55 to 8 points there for the rest of the game. DuBois defeats KC 59-32, Encampment beat Meeteetse 60-20, and Burlington beat Farson Eden 64-20. In Class 1A 9-man, Wind River beat Lusk 68-6, Southeast over Riverside 50-20. Big Piney beats Pine Bluffs 28-14. The Punchers the Big Piney Punchers got a 77-yard touchdown run to take the lead in the second quarter, and they didn't relinquish it after that point. And then finally, Lingle Fort Laramie beats Rocky Mountain 21-14 in Class 1A 9-man. In Class 2A, Mountain View defeats Wheatland 41-6.
See you, Tim. Thanks a lot.
Torrington beats Cokeville 21-14. Lyman defeats Tongue River 14-13, with the Lyman Eagles rallying from a 13-0 halftime deficit. And then Bighorn defeats Lovell 42-21 in Class 2A. In Class 3A, Star Valley over Worland 62-0. Current score in the fourth quarter, Buffalo is still beating Powell 35-14. Also in the fourth quarter, Cody over Douglas 42-14 as of right now. And finally in Class 4A, final score, Sheridan beat Kelly Walsh 59-0. In the fourth quarter, Thunder Basin over Campbell County 32-12. Natrona County is beating Cheyenne Central 14-3, and Cheyenne East is beating Rock Springs 42-7. All those 4A games in the fourth quarter currently. And those are the scores from the first round of the Wyoming High School football playoffs.
Score here at Wolverine Field tonight, Evanston 28, Riverton 7. This is a Click It or Ticket post-game show. We'll come back. We'll have stats. We'll have a scoring roundup, and we'll have an interview with Riverton coach Mark Lenhart after a break on KTAK.
Sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County School Athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit nreca.org.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Welcome back. Final score in this one, Evanston 28, Riverton 7. Riverton would win the flip to start this game, and it was significant because the Wolverines would go on a seven-play, 73-yard drive capped off by a Derek DeVries 1-yard touchdown run. That is our Gatorade play of the game tonight, as Derek DeVries was able to punch it in the red zone, something Riverton struggled with in 3 trips inside the red zone tonight and unable to score. There was 8:35 left in the first quarter, and Riverton looked impressive. They were up 7-0. Evanston would come back, and with 3:34 to play in the first, it was Brady Roberts, the big running back. Roberts with a 2-yard touchdown run on a 5-minute drive by Evanston. The kick was not good. They did not even get it off, as it was a bad snap, and Riverton led 7-6 after a quarter. But Evanston then would go on a scoring run, 3 scores in the final 4 minutes, 52 seconds of the first half. First on a 15-yard run by Cohen Morrow to give Evanston a 12-7 lead. Then they would score on the pass from Roberts to Morrow for the 2-point conversion, and it was 14-7 Evanston. Riverton would give the ball back to Evanston, and on the first play from scrimmage, it was Morrow on a 43-yard shovel pass to Kai Barker, and Mendez's PAT gave Evanston a 21-7 lead with 1:46 to play in the first half. And then on the very 2 or 3 plays later, it was a 57-yard interception return. Cohen Morrow, the big man, the linebacker and starting quarterback for Evanston, all-state in anybody's book, would run an interception back 57 yards for a touchdown with 32 seconds to play in the first half. Mendez's kick made it 28-7 Evanston, and that would be the final score of the contest. as Evanston would eat up time. Riverton's offense would move the ball twice inside the red zone in the second half, and the Wolverines were unable to score. Final score in this one, Evanston 28, Riverton 7. We'll be back after a quick break. We'll have final stats, and then hopefully we'll hear from Riverton coach Mark Lenhart. This is Wolverine football on KTAK.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Welcome back. Click It or Ticket post-game show, Evanston 28, Riverton 7. Our player of the game tonight, Baylor, give us his stats, and he was just outstanding all year long.
Absolutely. He was a key part of that 1-2 punch in the receiving corps. Finished tonight with 7 receptions for 78 yards. He also had 2 rushes for 12 yards. And that mysterious Gatorade player of the game, Papa Murphy's player of the game is Ty Sheets tonight in this quarterfinal matchup.
Congratulations to Ty Sheets, who would gladly give up that award if the Wolverines could have managed to win tonight. But Ty Sheets are Papa Murphy's player of the game. Now, Baylor, we're going to go over final stats, but we'll take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll have those final stats and hopefully a chat with Riverton High School coach Mark Lenhart here on the Click It or Ticket postgame show. Final score tonight, Evanston 28, Riverton 7.
Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Du Bois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, community health centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
If your vehicle needs repair, you can depend on the crew at Extra Care Auto Repair. They can repair almost anything with wheels, gas, diesel, domestic, or import, and their work is top quality and reliable. Extra Care Auto Repair on North Federal in Riverton.
Welcome back. Evanston 28, Riverton 7. Here's Baylor Beers with final stats.
Starting with Evanston. Through the air, Evanston 6 of 12 for 104 yards and a touchdown. Cohen Morrow had all of those passes. On the ground, Evanston had 40 rushes for 212 yards. That's a 5.3-yard average. They did score twice on the ground. Cohen Morrow was 8 for 43 yards and a touchdown. Brady Roberts, 29 rushes for 159 yards and a touchdown. And then receiving, a couple catches, notably Kai Barker, 4 catches for 77 yards and a touchdown through the air. Evanston had 316 total yards on offense tonight. They were 5 of 10 on third down and 2 of 4 on fourth down. They did have a punt. I did not record the length of that punt. They did have 5 penalties for 42 penalty yards tonight at Evanston. Moving to the Riverton Wolverines. Through the air, Riverton as a team, 18 of 28 for 212 yards. Derek DeVries himself, 18 of 26 for 212 yards. He did have 1 pick. Blake Gattenbein did try 2 passes but was unable to complete either one of those. On the ground, Riverton as a team, 26 rushes for 103 yards. That's a 4-yard average. They did have the 1 rushing touchdown. That was from Derek DeVries. He was 22 for 85 yards. That's a 3.9 average. And that touchdown. Through the air, Ty Sheet, 7 receptions for 78 yards, and Nick McIntosh, 3 receptions for 28 yards. Riverton had 315 total yards, and on third down, They were 4 of 10 and 0 of 3 on fourth down. Those are your stats for this game.
All right, we're going to get Coach Mark Linhart joining us here. And, Coach, it was last 5 minutes of that first half. It got kind of weird.
Yeah, it was tough. I think, it was one of those situations where, we're up 7-6. We have a chance to score a couple good opportunities, and we don't get it done. And it didn't feel like in the first 2 drives they were running it, but it didn't feel like we were getting dominated. Then we just had a few misalignments and some mistakes, and they made some good adjustments. They got in their bunch and saw we were checking to something and kind of running away from it. And we made a couple errors, but for the most part, you got to give the Evanston kids a lot of credit. I mean, this is a group of kids that's been working for this. And, I know I sound like a broken record, but we got some good players, but physically we do not look like them in certain spots. I mean, they are big and strong, and they lift. And I don't know if it's genetic or weight room, probably a little bit of both, but, it was something that I was fearful of when you watch them play. They're pretty good up front, and we just didn't make a few plays tonight, but we had our chances. We had opportunities, and a couple went through our hands in the end zone, and we've made those plays all year. And tonight I kind of felt like we were going to have to be not perfect, but when we had our chances, we were going to have to make the most of them. And tonight we just didn't, and that happens. That's football.
Yeah, you drove the ball into the red zone 4 different times, and you weren't able to score.
I think we punted once, I believe.
That's it.
And so, at the end of the day, give a lot of credit to them. But, that's kind of been our Achilles heel all year is in the red zone. And, when the field shrinks and you can't run your screens and people just come up and play man coverage and say, here, beat us, that's maybe not our bag, just quite yet. And that's going to take time to get to the strength that we need. But I'm proud of our kids. I feel like effort and schematically we're there, but the realities are with our football team right now, we are not strong enough to consistently bang with these teams in the West. And so that's going to be a few-year process, but we've got a plan moving forward. It was a very successful season. I'm very proud of our kids. There was no quitting them tonight. They fought. We made an adjustment and just played a 5-man front and just tried to play man-to-man the whole night, and we gave up a couple things, but, we were able to stop the run a little bit. But it's hard as a defensive play caller to just want to stay in cover 0 and play that the whole game. At some point, we got to be able to stop the run with our front 6 guys and 1 back, front 7 and 2 back, and be able to play at the safety in the middle of the field. But, at the end of the day, as a record, I think we were 13-10 or 13-9 as a program this year. We've come a long way from being 1-8 in back-to-back seasons. We're going to lose a couple good players, but we also had a lot of sophomores out there playing when you think of like Caden Liebricht and Blake Gattenbein and, Hunter Saltzgaver and Clay Sheets and Aiden Sanchez. And, there were a lot of guys who played. Danny Clausen got some in there. Dane Cox as a freshman played on a few special teams tonight. Hunter Riemann will be back. Ryan Cox. Hopefully we get Tyree back healthy. Those are all things. Those are guys that are coming back who've all played a lot of varsity football. So hopefully we can rebound. We'll be young next year, but I think we've got good things building and brewing.
You talk about a 13-10 season. You're talking freshman, sophomore, JV teams, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, when we combine all of it. Yeah, we were 2-2 on the JV, and I think we went 7-2 with our freshman/Froshmore that we mostly played freshmen in almost every game but the Lander game. So, I'm proud of our kids. It's a great start. We've come a long ways. We were hoping to find a way to get this done tonight. I felt like this was our best chance to get a win against a Western opponent. Not because they lack athletes, because they obviously have some. We just struggled tackling 2. 5 drug us a little bit. And, that's some genetics and some weight room. That's a good football team we played. And if you watch their film, you shouldn't be looking at the scoreboard because they had Cody and them were a battle all the way through the first half. And, you get inside the red zone 3 times or how many times? 4 times, and we score once.
Yep.
You're not going to win a lot of football games doing that. So, we had our chances. We just didn't get it done.
Coach, you look at this group of seniors, and they hadn't won a lot, but they proved this year that they could be good leaders on the field, probably inside the team and outside too. Just good leaders for Riverton.
And that's what we talked about. The goal is hopefully the kids are going to go play basketball. I know we got a really good basketball team this year, and hopefully they can use some of this to help them for their basketball season, and hopefully this can get our wrestling program jump started, and we get more and more kids out for track, and we put more of a year-round focus on 3 sports to get our kids coached by different guys and get them working hard the entire year. And so if we can find a way to do that, then I think we'll continue to grow and get better. But tonight's a tough pill to swallow, but I think sometimes you got to step back and take a look at the big picture, and we're 3A East Conference champs. We probably won more games than anyone thought we could, and, at the end of the day, it was a good season and a good starting spot for our program.
Did you see that Buffalo score?
I did not.
35-0 over Powell tonight.
Oh, good for them. Good for them.
That's a big win for the East.
I can tell you that Coach Hammond's one of my favorite people in this profession, and I'm proud of him. I'm happy for him. So I'm very, very happy for him and what he was able to do.
Actually, it's 35-21, excuse me. So Powell has made a bit of a comeback.
Well, hopefully they can hold off because, like I said, Coach Hammond is a friend. He's one of the best people in this business. And, we just I hope he can come through because, even though we beat them here, it was one of those games where things went right for us, and it didn't go right for them. But I think that we played at times a little bit tonight. We played well, but at times we played a little bit like we haven't been here before, and we haven't. And it's going to take a little bit of time to keep going. But I can't stress it enough. If the community of Riverton wants a top-rate football program, we have to become weight room junkies, and that includes our weights teachers, that includes our coaches. Like, it can't be just all about we're going to go season to season, roll out the balls and play. We have to get stronger and more athletic because I don't care what sport you're in, soccer, basketball, track, field, whatever, the biggest, strongest kids usually win. Not always, but most of the time they do. And so that commitment has to be made on a big level as a community. And so we're going to do everything we can to make that happen. We're going to start getting the 8th graders coming up and lifting with us after Thanksgiving. And if people are listening at home, you got to get your kid in there. You got to get them there because it's not going to happen without hard work.
Coach, it's been a pleasure. I know there's a lot of media interest in this town about your program, and you've always come up, you've always talked. We appreciate it, win or lose. And thank you for coming to Riverton, and it was a fun football season to be a part of.
Yeah, it was. And like I said, it was going to end at some point. We were just hoping to play one more week,
Sure.
But that's how it goes.
Coach Mark Linhart, thanks again, Coach.
Thanks,
appreciate
guys.
your time.
Yep, thank you.
All right, that is Coach Mark Linhart on our Click It or Ticket postgame show, and like I say, a true gentleman. He's been here the whole way, and the Riverton Wolverines tonight drop a tough one, 28-7. Were you able to get through your stats, Baylor?
Yeah, it was.
All right. We do have one 3A game left being played. It's Buffalo in the fourth quarter, 35-21 over Powell. So that game has tightened up a bunch in the second half. Star Valley wins tonight over Worland. I think we expected that. Cody over Douglas. They'll host Evanston next week, and of course, this Evanston team, outstanding tonight. They beat Riverton 28-7. Got any final thoughts about the 2023 season?
We kind of said it from the beginning this season. It was going to be there's going to be a lot of growth that had to happen. And, I think, at least in my opinion, this team exceeded expectations here coming into the latter half of the year, coming in the postseason. Like Coach said, conference champions. I don't think anybody in the entirety of Wyoming high school football had that on their bingo card this year. So definitely a big season, and also there's a lot to look forward to. A lot of good young juniors and sophomores that'll be coming up next year. Blake Gattenbein, that one game he started, he was definitely a bright spot for the Wolverines in that game. So there's definitely a bright future if you are obviously a part of this program. And like Coach said, it's going to take a commitment from the entire school and the entire student body to, if we want to get to the level of a Cody or a Star Valley, it's going to take a school-wide commitment. And I'm confident that Riverton, he's done it in Torrington, he's done it in Rock Springs. I'm certain he will do it here. So definitely a bright future to look forward to. This team this year, no reason. Obviously, a playoff loss hurts. I lost all 3 of my years, lost in the playoffs. 2 of them were not fun games. And so, it hurts a lot, and you feel like you don't really have a purpose anymore because there's no more football practice at the end of the day. But, definitely nothing to hang their heads about. They played tough opponents. I mean, probably the toughest non-conference schedule on the east side of 3A. So just a fantastic season, exceeded expectations, and I'm proud to be a Riverton Wolverine.
All right. Thanks, Baylor. Hey, I'd like to say special thanks to the general manager of the Wind River Radio Network, Kevin Shields, for making things happen. Also, the outgoing sports director of the Wind River Radio Network, Sean O'Brate, moving on, heading off to Kansas to write a book about his grandpa. That'll be pretty cool, and so we appreciate all the efforts by Sean O'Brate over the past couple years in Riverton. Looking hard for a good sports guy to replace Sean, and that'll be tough. So, Baylor Beers, thanks for joining me. It's always a blast to call a game with your son, and we had special help tonight by Hallie Beers. Appreciate your help. Appreciate all the listeners of the Wind River Radio Network. We've been covering the Wolverines for many decades, and we're proud to be here at the end of another successful Riverton season. So for everyone at the Wind River Radio Network, I'm Cody Beers. We're going to sign off, and special thanks tonight to Rusty Wirtz for manning the boards and getting us off the air and on the air, and to all the people who fixed everything that was wrong with KTAK today. We appreciate your efforts too. So I'm Cody Beers. Hey, it's been a wonderful ride. Go Big Red, and we'll see you when basketball season comes around on the Wind River Radio Network. Have a wonderful evening, everyone.
Have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
When you purchase your car, do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably no. Oftentimes, your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Papa Murphy's is proud to sponsor this week's Player of the Game. For a limited time, enjoy a Papa Murphy's barbecue chicken pizza made with KC Masterpiece barbecue sauce. After the game or anytime, you can't beat the fresh ingredients and authentic flavor of a Papa Murphy's Take and Bake pizza. And you know it's baked right every time because you baked it yourself. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton. Drop in or order online at papamurphys.com. Go Wolverines!
Are you a caring person that wants to help but not sure where to go? Wyoming Senior Citizen Inc. is looking for caregivers across the state. Call 307-856-6880 to find out more information. They would like to wish all Fremont County athletes good luck this year.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians. Wear light clothing. Walk on a pathway instead of the road.
Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone.
Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere.
We are the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs. We need you in our